Hola, hello everybody. I'm a little early for once. How do you like that? I forgot. I think I don't remember where I got that. It's cool little skull, but it's like tied out. I'll put it where we can see it. There you go. Zeke's here, but he's beside me. So I'm gonna wait to share his camera. I tried to move because somebody last night or 2 nights ago said, "Oh, I wish we had a better view of him." I think they meant closer. So I tried to do it as close as I could. The thing is it's never going to be real close because I had it that to begin with and it's like level and then you can't see over, you could just see his head. I can't explain it, but I think this is as close as we're going to get without it being in his way where he knocks it over. I'll show you. He's not there right now. He's beside me, but that should be closer. I moved it probably like a foot and a half closer. Anyway, hello everybody. I'm going to put my earphones in. Um, how's everybody's Friday? We are gonna go over some stuff. So I was gonna do the Wade thing tonight, and I was going through finishing going through some of these files, the David ones, just to see what I had, and just like searching around, and I seen that Asia responded. She posted something on her reels and called David a psycho. So I was like, dude, we gotta talk about this. We gotta talk about this. Here, see, let him see you real quick. There's my Bubba. If you're new here, I have one of those side by side, those chairs that the thing goes like over, like both sides, but I only have one side down and he can sit right beside me. He loves it. He loves it. Okay. I don't even think I need my. Hold on, what are we going to go over first? Because I don't even think I need my AirPods right this second. Let me take a sip of my coffee. Hey, Forky and Spooned. Am I not? Oh no, there's people here, but nobody's responded yet. Let me take a sip of this. Is anybody here? Nobody is saying anything. Hello? Anybody out there? I see some old comments from before my live started. We got Blue Waffle, Arwen, and Rob Top. Come back, come back. What's this? Oh. Scary, there you are. There's the people. Do you guys like, I still think I want to put the comments up here. All right. I think it's a good idea for like when people, I'm trying to see how I want them. Hold on one second. If people are watching it back and they don't want to have the live screen up. Hey, Pac-Man, Suki May, yay! There's a lot of new names in here. I love seeing new people. At least maybe some of you guys just changed your names, but Pac-Man, I don't remember seeing you, Suki May, with your cute doggy. Oh, precious Pac-Man. Nice. Got Hope. Thank you for coming. April Ann. I'm blind. Are those little cherry strawberries? El Lokita. Little. Got a selfie. And nice to meet you. Nectaria Greek lady. Me and my mom just went to the Greek festival 2 weekends ago. Ate some food and oh, it was cool. Hey, Cubby Cat. Sky Ralph. Sky Reaper. And Dark Side Dash. Okay. And then when Fork and Spoon, you were the first one to comment live when I was live, I think. Or no, maybe I just seen it. I don't know. It don't even matter. All right, so let's see what Asia commented here. And I double checked because I was on Reddit and I seen that. So then I went to her Instagram and followed her just so I could bring up the reels. And yeah, it's real. I mean, she posted this here. I'll show you. Let me share my screen real quick. Hold on. Now, first of all, hold on. Let me just share this and then I'll talk. I'll get Zeke Cam if he jumps down, which I'm sure he'll jump down. Usually when I'm on live talking, he ends up like he wants to go down and have a little bit of space, but we'll see. Okay, so let me bring up my files. Look what I have on my, okay, screensaver. I just have like random screensaver. I don't even know what the theme's supposed to be. Before it was like always a bunch of animals. Now it seems like it's some kind of architecture stuff. I mean, I don't, is that a building or something? Who knows? Okay. So let's see. I want to give you guys some context first though. So people have been getting on her. If you guys were on my live that I did 2 days ago, and I read those comments and she was talking about the black tube top and the curly hair, I forgot to explain the reference to that. She was in a video. She's been in a couple music videos of David. But the one she's referring to, it was that one from August 12th, I think it was. Now they copyright this. So I took screenshots of it. I got copywritten when I played the video, even when I played it without the the song. So they do so you can't even, I can't even mute it and play it. But I took a few screenshots so you guys could have a reference. So let me show you that first so you understand the context of what it is. And the song that he has playing for this music video is called Favorite. All right. So let me do a couple screenshots. Hold on. Just to give you some context of what we're working with here. Okay. So here's some screenshots. So you guys are probably going to recognize the video I'm talking about. He did it August. Here, let me get a date. I think it was August 12th. It was sometime in August. He put this out. So obviously he was on tour, I'm guessing. And he makes this video August 12th, I guess. He posted the video August 12th. So he would have been in the middle of tour. So I think it's like somewhere on the road, we're guessing, maybe. I don't know. But he posted this video with the song Favorite. And here's some screenshots from it. And Aysia's in it. It's a weird video. It's like has his shadow. Some people were thinking he was somehow trying to reference that one post that I showed you the other day were about the height. Somebody said, "Oh, it looks like she's gonna bypass your height because you could see the shadow of him and Celeste." So there's a lot of people that were, speculating, was he trying to reference something about that? Because he shows the shadow here. Let me get to that real quick, and then we'll go back. He'll show the shadow of himself, and he'll be counting on his fingers, like as it's weird. He's like 1, 2, 3, 4, and he goes backwards. I mean, I don't. And then he does like something like this. So I mean, I'm not gonna pretend I know what it means, but and you can't see his face. You see his hand and then the shadow, right? And I forgot to screenshot the whole thing where you could see his shadow over there. Sorry, you could kind of see it there. Okay. So, and then you see Aysia. So here's the shadow of David, and then you see Aysia, right? You kind of see her silhouette, and then you'll be able to see that she has a black tube top in the pants. And this is kind of a description of what Celeste was wearing when she was found. So when she was killed, she was wearing something similar, right? So Asia's got a lot of crap about that recently. I don't know if it's been going on for a while about this particular video, because they're trying to say that she's like mocking Celeste and whatever. And that's why that comment, she's like, everybody has black tube tops. So I don't know. So this is screenshots from the video. And it is a weird video. And okay, so those are all screenshots from it. And it's like at I don't know, is that a storage unit? What, garage or some kind of garage that he does at the beginning and end? Okay. And the song that's playing is this song right here. If you want to look at the lyrics. And then, sorry, I'm just giving you guys a little bit of reference. So when you see her comment, it kind of makes sense a little bit, or what people are getting on her about. So here is the song that was playing in the background of the music video. So this was the song for the music video. It was a really raw type video. I mean, I think he just took his camera, wasn't really any directing or whatever, but it's can you feel the weight on you? I'm running away from you. I'm hiding my face from you. Like I needed some space from you cuz I couldn't wait on you. How much can you take from me? You said you'd catch my tears with one hand. Would you? Would you let me cry on you? Would you let me cry on you? Would you let me cry? I'm bleeding out and my blood stained your clothes. Would you let me die on you? Would you let me die on you? Would you let me? Now remember, reference August 12th, he puts this out. This would have been months, 4 months. What, four? Did I do that right? 4 months after he murdered her, or he allegedly murdered her. He puts this out, right? And she was found in a blue or a black tube top. And the pants, I didn't they describe it as leggings. I have to go back to how they described Celeste, the pants that she was last seen wearing, or that she was actually found in, her remains. So that therefore that's what she was killed in, right? So it is kind of, I mean, this song does seem kind of relevant. I'm still waiting for the day when I become your favorite. I become your favorite, but I can see it on your face. You're in love with my replacement. Now, this, and people pointed this out too on Reddit, that it's almost like he's going from Celeste's perspective, what Celeste would have been feeling. And it kind of does seem like that would fit, right? Like I'm bleeding out, my blood stained your clothes. Would you let me die on you? This part right here, I'm still waiting from the day when I become your favorite. I become your favorite, but I can see it on your face. You're in love with my replacement. Baby, I can find no peace in this emptiness. Can you? Can you tell me the difference between loving you and a heart attack? It makes me feel like a maniac. I can travel all night to you, no matter the distance. Remember those days up cooking in the kitchen? Hello. There are few streams that they did was them cooking. That one famous stream that's going around, the little clip, I guess they cooked chicken Alfredo. And I think there was another one where they did cooking. So it's like, and I'm sure, off stream, they were cooking. I mean, you've been on my mind every second, every minute. I just want to tell you that I miss you. And I'm waiting for the day when I become your favorite. I become your favorite. Had to see it on your face. You're in love with my replacement. In love with my replacement. Um, okay, yeah. So, yeah. I'm hiding my face from you. Like I needed some space from you because I couldn't wait on you. How much can you take from me? So this could be two different perspectives too. You never know. Okay. So that's the song that's playing, and here is the post that she made today. I think it was today or yesterday. I have to look at the date. It was on the reels or whatever from the Instagram. So here is what she posted. Okay. So she posts this, Aysia Collins. So it's liked by Nanny. Okay, so that's redacted. It says she cosplayed and mocked a dead missing little girl. You're weird. So this comment's talking about, coming at Aysia saying, like, commenting on Asia's profile. She cosplayed and mocked a dead missing little girl. You're weird. And then Aysia says, and then somebody says stunning, and Aysia says thank you. And somebody says T. Okay, there's an arrow. Okay. And this person is sending her this screenshot, right? So this is Asia's comments, and Asia kind of just ignores this and responds, thank you to the stunning. Well, one of her friends, I'm not sure who, sends this and points up here, right here, to show her this, right? And says, hey, babe, who are they saying you cosplayed? Obviously, they are dumb, but just wondering. And Aysia responds, they're saying I cosplayed as Celeste Rivas. I just have curly hair and used to be friends with David. Sorry for the harassment towards you. And she says, I'm sorry, babe, been going through this. Okay. And then up here, she says, this is from Aysia, says, I'd appreciate if everyone used their brains for 1 second when they talk about the Celeste Rivas case. This isn't something light to just spew BS out of your mouths. I've been quiet about it, but to say I cosplayed as a child just because we are the same skin tone and have curls is insane work. Have some respect. I've been said we aren't friends anymore. That psychopath lied and betrayed everyone around him. Oh, there. Sorry, those comments. Here, I'll take this down for a minute while we're going through this. So that's what I've been said we aren't friends anymore. That psychopath lied and betrayed everyone around him. So that is what she posted today. I think was it today or yet? Hold on. I just got it. This was the screenshot I got from my phone from looking up her Instagram. I think it was earlier today. Regardless, either earlier today or last night. But yeah. So I thought that was interesting. And then here is, let me see if there's anything. Yeah, I'm not gonna get into that. That's stupid. So hold on. I want to read those comments I read 2 streams ago because now that I gave you context, it'll make more sense. I forgot to give this to you the other day, the context of what this was referring to. Okay, hold on. Okay. So this is what this comment was all about. She says, that is me. You guys act like a tube top and leggings. That's right. Yeah, it was leggings. A black tube top and leggings. But anyway, she says, you guys act like a tube top and leggings is an uncommon thing to wear. If you look at my Instagram, I wear this black tube top all the damn time. Come on. And then somebody says to her, sorry for the misinformation. Didn't realize that was you, hon. Anything else you'd like to add since you're defending someone who is a PDF file and suspected murderer? Isn't it a little weird you guys were dressing exactly the same and she was found in almost the exact same outfit as you in that? Oh, wrong way. In that exact same outfit as you in that music video. Care to comment? Asia says, I'm not defending any murder or PDF file. I don't condone or support that behavior in any way. Me always wearing tank tops and tube tops is just something I've always done. And then she says, it's not as simple as you make it. And then somebody says, girl, I know you're probably going through it. And it sucks that a person so close to you did this to a literal child. But you and your friends had to have met her. For you to stay silent on the whole situation doesn't look good to your fans. They want you to denounce his actions, and you're over here commenting on a nobody's comment. I pray for you and hope you can find a voice to speak out against what he did. Even if he was your friend, sending you nothing but love and respect. So, let me take this sip. And if you guys want to, I had just put out a pre-record, I think last week, with all her other responses in Reddit. I'm not going to go through all that again today, but you could see some of her responses to that. And you never know, maybe I'll get into some of them after I go through some of this other stuff. But, and of course, you know, this whole thing is what's really getting her. This is why people have a really bad taste in their mouth about her, is because of this. And this is the hard thing, because I don't, like, just because she was friends with him and all that stuff, and now, you know, she's going against him. She's saying he's a psychopath. I'm not friends. So she is denouncing, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm trying to be so objective or so fair, I guess. And I do feel bad. To a certain degree, I feel bad. But then this is the part I can't get out of my head about, is this. But you know what? I do believe after the trial, or when she finds that it's appropriate or whatever, maybe legal advice or whatever, I do think she'll end up doing an interview and she will tell us maybe more, because I hope it's not just a post where she just says something, because I think she needs to sit down in an interview. Just my opinion, to if she wants this all to clear up, because she needs to answer like what was going through her head with this whole thing. Because I think a lot of people want an explanation with this. So, this was way back February 16th, 2024. Somebody posted the missing poster of Celeste on her story, right? And she says, "Bro, this is my friend's girlfriend?" Question mark. And this person says, "Is there any way, or is there a way you can confirm? Like you can confirm that this is his girlfriend because she's 13." And Asia says, "What the F? You're lying." And then that's all we have. So I'm not sure. Did this person respond after that? But in her defense, if the person didn't respond after that, then like that's left thinking that this person's lying, though. But then to go back at her, then why would she? All she had to do is look up that whole missing poster and see. So I mean, yeah, I don't know if this person responded. I hope this person was like, "No, I'm not lying." Because I mean, if this person just left her unread and like, then she might be thinking, "Wait, is she lying?" But it doesn't take that much effort to just look up Celeste's name and see that this is a real girl. She's 13. You know what I'm saying? Her age and all this stuff. So I mean, you can go back and forth. I go back and forth in my head because I do feel bad. I don't condone like bullying and harassing people or ruining people's reputation or anything like that, or feel like that they can't exist online anymore, because I had that done to me, and it's just, you know, I just want to hear her side. So I'm just putting this out. I'm just trying to put this out neutrally. This is what's going on here. I do believe she will come out and say more. I do think she will. She's gonna have to, I feel like. This is another post she had made sometime in the mix of it. She says, "Since people are being super disrespectful, I will clarify some things. I did not know the girl nor her age. May she rest in peace. I have never posted any videos with Celeste Rivas, only my friends Vanessa, Celeste Herrera, who are commonly mistaken as Celeste Rivas. Everyone wants to act like TikTok detectives, yet can't tell the difference between POC. Let's pack it up, y'all." And she's talking about at the beginning, people were mixing up this less a lot. I think some people still do. So trying to see if I have anything else on this specific thing. Let me see what you guys are saying. No, I know that's what I'm saying. She would have been able to see she's a real missing person this age, like, but let's see her response to that, because maybe I will have to go through a little bit of that, what I covered in the pre-record, just that main thing about how she answered that. Hold on. So in case of people didn't see it, how she answered the whole, hold on one second. She kind of answered it, but I mean, not really. I mean, I think she needs to do an interview where she can explain herself better. Cause, all right, hold on one second. Let me get that real quick. One second. And then I want to play the other music video that she's in, that I think I feel like, is that where she met David? That first music video? Was she just like a model or actress for the video and then they became friends? I don't know. Does anybody know how they met? Hold on. Because I think I gotta look at the date of that first music video that I'll show you in one second. Let me just find this comment here I wanted to go over. I'm just gonna go over the one. I won't go over all of them because I did just do a video on it. I just want to find that one. Um, so here's one of the, well, hold on. Here we go. We'll go over a couple of these comments. Sorry, I'm just seeing. Here, I'll just go over some of these. Okay, so remember, she confirmed this is her. Um, oh, that's another thing. Hold on, there's another one where she says it is her. Or I think I already read it on my pre-record, but there's another one where she confirms that this is her. Um, for sure, if anybody has doubts, she's confirmed it multiple times. Trying to see if it's in this post. But anyway, so I'll just read it. She's this Aysia Calls. I'm just going to read a few. I'm not going to read all of them. She had posted something on Reddit, a long post. Like I said, if you are curious, check out my pre-record last week. It's titled something with Aysia in the title. I forget how I titled it. Aysia responds. I forget. I'll have to look at. I'll get that for you if you're interested in watching it. It says, so she says this mentality will get you nowhere. Well, let me go down to, okay, you're one to talk about respect. You and your friend group are a joke. You were all complicit in this little girl's death, whether it's direct or indirect. And she says, you know this how? Oh, from the stuff you've seen online. Okay. And it says, too little, too late. We don't know your involvement, but it wasn't zero. This case will haunt you for the rest of your life, and you will be known only for your proximity to it. Your legacy will last forever, be tied to a pedo murderer. Should have been more outspoken and forceful from the beginning. Too much time has passed. And she says, and you know it wasn't zero how. What are you basing this off of? You are harassing his friends for what? I wasn't outspoken and forceful because that simply isn't smart in this case. I want to be respectful towards the investigation, and from the very beginning, I did put out a few posts saying I wanted justice for Celeste Rivas, and when it was safe to do so, I would speak on it. Why does everyone think they know exactly what should have been the best move for me? And they're talking about crazy timing, just 7 hours before those documents were posted. I wonder if she's trying to cover the truth. She says, I thought those documents had been posted many days, but I'm trying to get to the one comment is why I wanted to read a part of this. Okay. So somebody says, did you know Celeste age? Did everyone? And remember, this is Asia says, when I found out her age is when I saw the missing poster. Her age wasn't on it when I saw it. I confronted David and harassed him to try and find out the truth and see if he would show me proof of her age because I didn't believe him at first. He showed me multiple IDs of the girl, and at a certain point, I believed a friend I had thought never lied to me also was fed a story. And this person says, why didn't you just ask Celeste yourself? Was he keeping her in a cupboard or something? She says, I didn't know her, didn't have any mutual connections with her, did not have her number, did not know if she was actually missing or where she was never in proximity of her that I knew of. I had only met her once. There was no way for me to contact Celeste. I also worked many full-time jobs. David was not my whole life, not even a dime of it. Once I felt that she wasn't underage or missing, I continued on with my life. So that's how she answers that. And then I'll read one more. So somebody says, but you continued to work with him for a year. Why didn't you call the police when you were shown the missing poster versus asking him for his side? And she says, he gave me an explanation to things going on. I felt that things weren't as they seem. I can't say everything in detail yet, and this is why I wanted to wait to speak, but I am being forced to try and give a little more than I already have due to the death threats upon me and my family. Somebody says, I wish you could give an award for this. I wish I could give you an award for this. Zerks continues to do this too. There's no remorse for the deceased. They just want to clear their name, which is very distasteful. And Asia says, this isn't a feel sorry for me post. This is a post and update on everything going on. A mild explanation for those frustrated. Just because I'm not dead doesn't mean I couldn't also end up that way. The way that Celeste Rivas ended up is horrible. And I hope that there's some way, somehow we put the right people behind bars. somebody says the girl's name's Celeste Rivas, and she says, I'm speed replying to a lot of comments, not trying to not say her full name or be disrespectful. And when somebody's, hi, have you run this by your lawyer? This is probably something they would rather you didn't do. And Aysia says, oh, I see. But now when I speak out, you guys say stuff like this. What do you all want me to do? It is very hard because I was in a situation where it was like this, where it was like, they harass you to do one thing and then you do it and then they criticize that. Why would you do that? And then it's just like there's nothing you could do to make them happy. Everything you say or do, it's they'll get mad at and say the opposite. With her, I mean, in her defense, I've been on the other side and it's freaking, and I'm not saying our situation's exactly the same. I'm talking about the harassment and the bullying. So that's why I'm very leery about doing that. I just want to put out the facts, put out objectively, and wait and see. I do think she's going to be a witness, and this might be why she can't say as much. I bet you she's going to be a witness, and not, I mean, whether she's seen something or not, but just a witness somehow because she was so close to him. Because doesn't it sound like it? Because she's saying that she can't say too much yet and she has to wait, but she wants to give the people something because they're frustrated. I'm thinking she might, guys. So I guess we'll see. But then she says, all right, you all rude as F. And I tried. So I'm deleting this app. Like I've been done, like I've been had done a while ago. Reddit is nothing but disrespectful. Okay, so but I read the whole all of it in that pre-record if you guys want to check it out. So now, where's this? I wanted to just do one more thing. Oh, this is the one I want to show you. So on this right here is it where she talks about um, responding. Hold on a second. So somebody had said the comments. This is one of her newer, one day ago, newer posts. So somebody says, are we going to talk about all the videos going around or no? Somebody says, yeah. What videos are you talking about? And Andrew says, she's also blocking everyone talking about it, but has never came public to address it. Claims she did on Reddit with a fake account that doesn't even have her name in it. Just shows how much sympathy she has. And Aysia responds and says, nah, I definitely admitted that was me on Reddit and have discussed the case many times with respect. And somebody says, the stress she must be getting. And Andrew says, but can't make an actual video addressing this? All you did on Reddit was defend David and said you didn't know about anything but laughing in videos with your friends about how he murdered her to talk about that, Aysia. See, I mean, that's not how I no, I mean, she said she wish. What I took it from her Reddit responses is she believed a friend, basically wished she wouldn't have believed him, but at the time she was friends with him, and now she's not. But she believed him at the time. I didn't take it that as her sticking up for him, in my opinion. None of her responses, I took it that way. I mean, that's just how I perceived it. I didn't take it as her sticking up. I took it as her being like, I didn't know anything. I wish I wouldn't have believed him. And now she's calling him a psychopath. So she's not sticking up for him. She's saying she's done with him. But, I'm in the middle. I could see both sides on this. I really can. So I'm just going to wait it off. I'm not going to talk a bunch of crap. I'm just going to put it out and give my opinion a little bit. But, all right, let me take a sip of it. Okay, so let's play this first. Hopefully this won't be copywritten. I don't know, guys. Ooh, hold on. Wonder if I should wait to not do it on a live. Well, you know what I could do? I know what I'll do. Hold on. I might have an idea where I could be all right. So, let me look up something really quick. I'm looking up that first music video she did with him, what year it was, 2023. Okay. So she did that music video with him called Sleep Well. This is different than the favorite one. The favorite one with her wearing the black tube top, that was from August 12th, 2025, like during the Withered tour after Celeste was already murdered. The Sleep Well music video is from 2023. April, the release was April. So I'm not sure. Does anybody know when she met him? Has anybody seen her with David before 2023? I have to go see. I don't know why I was thinking maybe that's where she met him, she was an actress for this music video and then they became friends. I'm not sure, but let me play a little bit of it. Hold on. Let me mute this just in case if the song plays real quick. 1 second. Because the music video still might be copywritten, so I just want to kind of hold on. I'll make it kind of small. Oh, where'd it go? We won't play it all. So hold on, let me make it smaller. I don't know. This might be when she met him was making this. Hold on, let me make it a little bit smaller here. Okay, so here I'll fast forward a little bit when she's in it. So this is, and then they end up like holding hands. I just wonder if she did develop some kind of feelings for him. Here, let me get my video up so I know if anything happens with it. Last time I didn't know that it was taken down. Hold on. Just so I know. All right. So yeah, so she's in this music and obviously she plays his like other half. I mean, in a way, obviously they're in love or well, at the end she's with another guy. So, but let me just fast forward it here. I just wonder if she had, I mean, do you think she had some kind of feelings like they're holding hands right here? And I know it's just a music video, but I mean, they had to pretend that there was some kind of love there and then she disappears and then he ends up seeing her with another guy. Okay, so that's, I don't know if they met there or not. I'm guessing maybe. Let me take this down. And then this video. Okay. So we have that, and then I wanted to read this because I think it did a good job at kind of giving a perception of some stuff. So I wanted to read this Reddit post down here. They're kind of, now these aren't my thoughts. This is just their explanation on everything. It's this, they posted this with Aysia. The Aysia response, and then they wrote some stuff that I thought it would be worth reading a little bit because it's kind of a perspective here. We could read what they thought. Okay, Aysia finally speaks against David, but why now? Aysia has finally made her strongest public statement yet about David, and the timing is literally too hard to ignore. In a new Instagram story, Aysia calls David a psychopath and says he lied and betrayed everyone around him. She also pushes back against accusations that she cosplayed Celeste Rivas Hernandez, reducing those claims to people saying she only resembled Celeste because they have the same skin tone and curly hair. She always tries to use this excuse. Less than a week ago, Aysia and Celeste were both seen on a Twitch stream. Now, Celeste Herrera, the older Celeste, at a party for up and coming streamers, Wendy and Evelyn Ortiz. Seeing these two on stream was extremely notable in itself since Herrera has not been publicly seen since October. During the stream, Aysia appeared relaxed, social, and seemingly unconcerned despite David's status hearing approaching. She was also seen getting physically close and handsy with Johnny, an ex-fling of hers, and a current boyfriend of Evelyn, the minute Evelyn walked out of the room. So the minute she walked out of the room, she got a little with her boyfriend. Now, immediately after that status hearing, Aysia suddenly posts her strongest condemnation of David's date. Of David to date. Sorry. It's like David's date. That shift raises Obvious questions. Why remain publicly neutral for so long, only to suddenly distance yourself right after a major court development? But that's another thing, though. People were in the comments, they started harassing her friends, so she was just trying to respond. Like, I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I mean, you know what I'm saying? People were they would be, why isn't she responding? Why isn't she responding? And then when she responds, oh my God. And then I mean, because seriously, they could find every time they find like the one time, oh, it's right after documents got released, but it was, I mean, previous documents had been released, so there's always going to be something going on. In reality, you know what I'm saying? So it's always going to be like, well, that was at the day after court. That was the day before court. That was the day David had court. That was the day David got arrested. That was a week after David got arrested. That was a week before. So I'm telling you, the people, when there's a witch hunt, they will find anything. Like they're going to find a reason. There's always going to be a date. They're going to associate it. So it doesn't matter the timing. There is no good timing. Trust me, there would have been no good timing. That timing feels important. What also stands out is how Aysia framed the cosplay accusations. She says the claims as if people are only saying she resembled Celeste Rivas Hernandez because they are both brown girls with curly hair. But that has never been the full argument. The cosplay discussion did not come solely from physical resemblance. It came from repeated visual parallels. Aysia was the female lead in David's Sleep Well, which that's the video I just played a part of. Music video, a video many believe was based on Celeste. More importantly, though, Aysia appeared in the disturbing Favorite La Mesa Hotel video, filmed in Santa Rosa, New Mexico, wearing a black tube top and black leggings after Celeste's murder, which is what police said Celeste's remains were found in. So when people say cosplay, it's not just talking about race, skin tone, or curls. They're talking about things like repeated outfit similarities and visual symbolism from the two music videos of David that Aysia started. By reducing the discussion to, we both have curly hair, Aysia avoids addressing the actual substance of what many believe have been questioning. And let's not forget that Aysia knew since February 16th, 2024, documented via photographic evidence that Celeste was a missing person at 13 years old. This is the first time Aysia was publicly spoken about David in a negative way, and it comes immediately after a major legal development while also reframing criticism against herself in the narrowest possible way. But here's the thing, another thing that, let's say she really didn't know anything about it. Do you want her to just admit to something that she didn't know? You know what I'm saying? That's another thing. Like she's saying he's psycho. I'm not what he did. No, nope, no more. I'm getting away from him. And let's say she really didn't know anything. Like, do you want her to just lie and say, yep, I knew stuff about, you know what I'm saying? She might just not know anything about it. Like, you wanted somebody to admit to being an accomplice that really wasn't. I don't know. It's just hard because when people have this witch hunt against you, there's nothing you could do. Has anybody been on the other side, like really been on the other side where it's like, I mean, hundreds of thousands of people are against you? Because I have. So I have a little bit of sympathy. Now if I find out she knew, and you know what I'm saying, is there evidence she knew, and you know what I'm saying, but I want to wait to see, like, she might not have, you guys. David might have hid this. I don't know. I have a more, and I still don't know about Neo, but if anybody, I almost feel like Neo might be, if he needed one person to confide in, I feel like it would probably be Neo over Aysia, because Asia's a female. So in his head, Aysia would never understand that violence against a female. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just how I look at it. If he just needed that one person to help him or to vent, I think it would be Neo over Aysia. But maybe they both don't know. Maybe he hid it from everybody. I don't know. But that's why I'm just very careful, because I mean, we're talking about murder here, so I don't want to sit there and accuse somebody and that we don't really have any evidence against yet. No, I know Starry, but she met her once, she said. Once. So I mean, I don't know if that's true. I guess we'll see. Is that gonna be the time at the Fonda? I don't know. Um, but otherwise, I mean, maybe she wasn't around her anymore, but that one time. So, and then maybe she did. I'm just saying, I see both sides. I do. I'm just playing devil's advocate because you have to. I mean, you got to be objective. You got to be able to see both sides in this field, or you could get, it's just dangerous to just always be on one side. I see both sides. Like, okay, so let's say, um, what were you saying? Not tell a friend bedroom. Okay, so let's say when that whole thing happened with the person sending the missing person. Yeah, I don't agree with that, but it's a matter of, do we treat her like she's a murderer, or are we just kind of like, hey, you know, you screwed up and not ruin the whole girl's life because maybe she made some bad choices and didn't make the smartest thing. She believed her friend. I'm just saying, this is one side of it. Let's say this happened and she went to David and asked him, and David's like, no, look, she's 19. And then maybe he had some kind of reason for the missing person post. And then maybe when he said, look, you know, I talked to her mom. I'm just saying, what if this scenario, like, I talked to her mom, she's not missing anymore, she's fine, we're friends or whatever. We don't know the situation, and maybe her biggest mistake was believing a friend. Should she be condemned? Should she be treated like a freaking murderer, criminal, or a PDF file? Or should she just be like, dang it, like, man, I screwed up. We're human. I really made a bad mistake. I could have done something about it. I believed my friend, and maybe she really wouldn't have been okay with, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, and then if she really is a good person, that is going to eat her. That is going to be her punishment, is living with that, you know? I don't know. I just know the situation with me was not at all the way that it got presented, and then you couldn't get away from that story. You can't. You're stuck. Even if you're totally innocent and it's not anything like what that's going around in the media, it doesn't matter. And I know what that feels like, and it's horrible. Um okay, so where are we at? But viewed alongside timing, distance and feels like less spontaneous, transparency, and more like deliberate narrative control. It's almost like she cares more about the public opinion of her or being a slime ball. But that's the thing. If she didn't say it, when she wasn't saying anything, she was, oh my God, she's not saying anything. She says something, oh, figures, you say it now. It's like, I'm telling you, it doesn't matter what day or month she would have came out and said it. They would have found some correlation to some date to say, you said it on Celeste's birthday. You said it on David's birthday. You said it on the day she went missing. You said it on 2 weeks before the court date. Oh my God, you said it 3 weeks after the freaking files came out. Oh my God, you said, I'm telling you, they would have found something. I'm telling you. And nothing, like she said it, I don't see a huge correlation of saying it yesterday or what if she waited till the trial started? Yes, said it when the trial started. What if she didn't say it till after the trial then? Okay, I'll wait then because I don't want any correlations. You waited till after the trial. I mean, I'm telling you, people are. I'm feeling like I'm having a little bit of flashback from. Oh, okay. Let me go a different direction here. Okay, so I think I'm done with Aysia here. That's what she responded to. Just try to see both sides. You never know really what somebody's going through or what really happened. Let's just, I mean, do whatever you guys want, but I'm staying neutral as much as I can until I hear the whole story. Okay, so do you guys remember that about, I think it was like 2 months ago, um, there was a little bit more of that live stream that came out with Celeste and David. Um, There's a couple extra seconds. Well, I want to play it for you. And with that couple extra seconds, there's a little bit of extra chat. And there's maybe you guys have seen this chat, but there's a comment that I wanted to point out because I didn't see it. Because I was always reading the chat when we had like the shorter version. And then when the full version came out, I put it in my files, but I never went back through to look at the chat. Um, Honey Odor, hey, thank you for being here. Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's true. Let's see. I mean, I just think, I think Rob, we need to look at Rob. No, I'm not saying he does, but he was the closest as far as every day. I mean, I think he was every day with it would be hard probably for him to have kept that from Rob. Being Rob was there every day in the background watching, being there. So if anything, Rob is older too, you know, like and he was got the email. He's the one that got that email. And you know, he would have been at the house, he would have smelled, and he would have been more knowledgeable and wise. He's older. He didn't just come out of his teens. So I want to hear what he has to say because I don't know. I'm gonna be really interested, but maybe Rob. Now I'm more. I guess I'd be more judgmental on maybe because he's a little bit older. You know, I feel like he'd be more wiser to be like, wait a minute, if there's a certain smell or like excuses, but maybe not. Maybe he's like just kind of a kid, still like not grown up. I don't know. He's definitely going to be a witness, though. I mean, there's no way that the state's not going to have him up on the stand. That guy has saw a lot. So, all right. So let me take this down. I'm going to put this over here. And then for right now, I wanted to bring up that video. Hold on. Yeah, Master Death. Yes. If anything, that's the one I have a lot more trouble staying neutral with him, which I'm still trying to just not I just want to hear the facts and try to just keep an open mind with everything. So I'm not like, you know how like on cases, like for instance, you could get, what is that called? God, I can't think of the word, but you could really like have a way of thinking, and then everything you see, you kind of mold it into that way of thinking, and you don't even realize you're doing it. And then you're not looking at it objectively. You're very biased and you don't even realize you are. So I'm trying to stay as objective and unbiased as possible. We're not, none of us are completely 100% free of that because it's impossible, but I'm trying. I try. That's what I always strive for because I don't know. It's really important for me. And my whole life, I've always been like that to view people that way and stuff. And maybe it's got me into trouble. Maybe it's made me hurt more because I've accepted people and try to give people more of fairness than they deserve. I don't know. But do I regret it? No. That's just how I am. And especially with this, because here, this is like murder cases. So I feel like it's even more important. But I'm like that in my personal life. I've always been like that. That's where I guess it could get a little bit more dangerous, but I don't know. I kind of like that part about me. Oh, thank you, Donna. I look at it as like a positive or a strength, but so fig, I get hurt more. Oh well, at least I know I didn't judge and I gave people the benefit of the doubt. And oh, hey, jet lag. And I'm not judging you, anybody, if you not like that. That's not what I'm saying. That's just how I am. Maybe it's the Libra in me. I'm like the whole balancing scale type. I don't know. But I've always been like that. Okay, so oh, I'd love to know that, and I'm sure we will know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna wait, and if I'm wrong, and well, I'm not. It wouldn't even be me wrong, because I'm saying I don't know. I'm seeing both sides. I'm not saying she doesn't know or she does know. I said I always remember that this is murder. So what if she doesn't? She could be completely innocent. He could be not David. I don't think David is. from the facts of what I know. But I meant Rob, but I that's who when I meant when I said he. But what I'm saying is, if it comes out that like she doesn't have an alibi, you know what I'm saying? Then I could have more judgment because it's not judgment. It's you know what I'm saying. Well, I guess it would still would be judgment, but then there'll be more facts and more to go on. But right now, I don't know. Um, Now if I find out she was there that day, then yeah, it's gonna be a little bit hard to be like, okay, then sorry, Asia, you know. And like, where was Neo that day? They better make them give alibis. They would have to. As close as they were, right? I mean, of course they would ask them where they were that day. Yeah, they would. The investigators would be like, "Where were you this day?" I mean, they could lie and have, you know what I'm saying? Of course, but like with the cameras and stuff. So yeah, let's see where they were. That's a good point. I'm glad you brought that up. Um, Here's my opinion right now, and my opinion probably is not worth. I mean, we all have opinions. Right now, as I stand, it's just an opinion. One of my theories, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are going to disagree with this, and that is totally fine. That's what this is all about, discussion. And it could change. My opinion, it could change because I'm not set. Like I don't have that cognitive dissonance where it's like I've everything I get, I form it into what I believe already. And people do that and don't realize they're doing that. So you might think you're not doing that, and I'm not saying you are, but so right now, and like I said, it could change tomorrow. I keep it really like something new comes, I could change my mind. And I'm not too proud to say, hey, no, I think this now. I personally think that it was just David. I think David is the culprit. David's the guy. He's the one that did it. I think he did it by himself. But do I think that Rob should have been a little bit more, if he was there and smelled things and let it go and gave excuses, should he have been a little bit more maybe proactive? And I don't know. I guess we'll see what he says. I just need to see what he says on the stand. But right now, I just think it was David, and I think he was a little slick freaking manipulator that fooled everybody. But should Rob have been smarter, being an adult, being the person kind of in charge of him? Should he have been a little bit? I mean, I guess we'll see. But well, what if, in case one of them breaks? Because I mean, chop up bones sometimes, or to have one, and I don't know. I mean, that is it's a legit question. It really is. My friend Amanda, where is Amanda? Are you out there, Amanda? The one that did the interview with Ethan with me. She brought that up, like why two chainsaws? Because I think, well, last time I talked to her, which was when I did that interview, I got to reach out to her. She was leaning more towards where she was thinking, I think maybe Neil, but there was thinking there was, two involved. So yeah, I mean, people, you're more than welcome to have bring up your thoughts and stuff. I'm open, and I'm not one of those creators that like gets mad if people don't think the same way as me. I like when people think different than me in the chat. I like to be able to see what you guys think. Maybe you could open my mind to things, or that's how you learn. If everybody thinks the same, then you're not. How are you ever going to learn anything? You know. Okay, so you think Neil will be the witness to testify? Yeah. Well, what do you guys feel if we don't get to see the if we don't get to see the in person? I am so the thought of that is making me really mad to think that there's going to be no video of it. Like we're never going to be able to see the facial expressions and hear the tone of the voice. We're going to have these transcripts and there's not going to be a copy of it. I just California, gosh darn it. That makes me really mad. It's like this case, this case is so mysterious in the way it's like the witnesses because nobody's done interviews. You know, in other cases, people will do interviews or people are allowed or it's key witnesses or you know what I'm saying? You hear from them, you know, kind of more stuff. Like it's so mysterious on like what happened as far as like who knew and since he was social and had people around him and stuff. This case, I feel like more than any case I could think of right now that I've covered, like I want to be able to see this in person, like on video, but I'm so tempted. California is like one of the furthest states here, but part of me is so tempted to go, but I want to see like how is it going to be hard to get in? I wonder if they're going to do lottery because if they don't have video, it's people are going to be like, how many people are going to be just like me? There's going to be so many people there trying to get in and I kind of prefer if it was like a lottery, so it'd be a little bit more fair in a way. I mean, because in my 20s, I'd be camping out all night, but I don't know if I could do that more than one night in a row. Um, I know, right, Alexa? I know. I need somebody to come with me. I might ask my one. I have somebody I might ask, but I don't know. I could find somebody for sure. Let's see how it works. I wish it was just on video. I wish they'd anyway. Okay. So, oh, okay. So wait, even these hearings, that's how they do it? And you get a seat. Wait, I know they handed out tickets and you get a seat for these recent hearings per another. So, but is it first come first serve, you mean, or is it lottery? What do you mean? Or is there was not too many people, everybody always got in? I mean, it's a legit question, Mercedes. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully we'll see. Yeah. What about did anybody else see this was like right after I think right after he got arrested and the court documents came out about the chainsaws and stuff. I'm scrolling. Think I get recommended. I think it was a TikTok I got recommended. Um and I remember thinking, how did I miss this? Fake, and it was a real person doing this video. It was a girl, and I don't even remember what her name was, and she's like, "Whoa, did you the chainsaw?" So there's a picture of David where he was by the his big piano. You know those pictures where he's kind of like and then he's holding some things and he's sitting there and he's got blood splatter on his pants because it's like a part of the whatever the fake blood or whatever, and he's just like sitting there on the piano bench, and then in the background you could see the chainsaw. No, it's fake though. So I remember when I first saw it and she's like, oh my god, new video picture surface, and now that we know like the chainsaw back there, and I'm like thinking like, how I've seen this picture so many times, how did I miss a big chainsaw being behind him? And I was like, oh my god, I felt so stupid for a minute. So I went back to my files and I was going through those pictures. Like, I'm going to grab my pictures I have of that. There's no chainsaw back there. Somebody freaking faked it. I don't know if it was the girl that was talking about it. I was like, people are ridiculous. Did you guys see that? Anybody see that? I was so mad. Because I was mad at myself for a minute. I was hard on myself for missing it. And it was all a lie. Okay. But the candle on the corner half of the piano. Well, what do you make out of that, Starry Times? All right, let me play that one video. So here is the full stream. Oh, let me make it bigger. Not the full. I shouldn't even have a full. I just labeled it like that so I knew this was the one that has like a couple extra seconds. Now, maybe, I mean, some of you guys might not even actually have seen it. There's a couple extra seconds on it. I'm going to play it and then um I'll show you the comment that I wanted to point out. Okay. Let me make sure. Oh yeah, I was on mute.
Where's your media?
I personally don't.
Oh wait, hold on. I know. Oh, that's why my audio is turned down. I gotta remember when I go live because. Okay.
Where's your media?
I personally don't.
I media trained you.
No, you didn't.
That's controversial.
It's controversial of raping kids.
Really good.
Okay,
It's been a good one. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Mwah, 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 mwah. Oh my! Delete everything. Delete everything. Everything goes. Everything goes. Everything.
Right here.
Take that one off.
I took it off because it didn't go with the silver.
Season it. It's already seasoned, but it's Alfredo. Chat. Pray for his career, chat. Are we done? Are we?
We need to delete this.
Are we? Maz, can we delete all VODs and then as soon as the stream ends, delete the stream too? Can we delete anything? You done for, bro? Y'all are not done? Now you gonna abstain? Yo, wait.
Oh, look it. Answer that one. That's so mean if you don't answer
Which
that.
one? What's good, David? Big fan, mixed by me. Oh, thank you, Mitochondria. Appreciate you.
I gotta stop with him if you even.
Okay. So there's a couple extra little parts, actually more than a couple. I mean, she talks about wearing the gold or silver. He's like, why'd you take that off? I have to go over it again. The gold versus the silver. I don't know if it was a bracelet. There's a few, what was the other thing? About seasoning it. Because remember, this was a Let's Cook or whatever. This was like they cooked Alfredo before that. Now, I don't know why it's so frustrating to see whoever. Well, I'm glad the person that screen recorded it because we wouldn't have it. But it's still frustrating seeing them stop and like play different parts when it's like, dang it, just let the whole thing play through, right? Like, I wish somebody would have just freaking screen recorded the whole thing. But thankfully, somebody just screen recorded any of it, right? Okay, so the thing. Well, let me see what you guys are saying. Oh, yeah, the candle with the smell. Oh, I thought you were referring just because the candle was like half off the piano. Yes, the pink, was it pink, right? Or purple? Yeah. Yeah, oh, I've seen that where Neil goes over there and is like, this points out the candle. But I thought you were talking about, because it always does make me nervous because it's kind of like so close to the edge, or is it like kind of half off or whatever? Because like, dude, if a candle falls over, that's dangerous. I wonder if they remember to blow it out before they left. It was a real candle, right? Yeah. If they remember to blow it off before they left for the party. And that's another thing that I'm so curious. Did Rob live with him? And like when they would go to the party, did Rob just stay behind at the house? You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I do think that David just kept, after he dismembered her, which I don't know how he kept Rob out of there for as long enough to dismember her. You know, if he had her in the garage, maybe he had her on the other side where they don't go really. I mean, who knows? But like, how did he manage that? I don't know. Unless if he's like, oh, I'm sick or something. But then that would be a little, like, that date would be really important if he testifies, oh, he said he was sick, so nobody could come over. Who knows? There might be all that coming out. But then I think after he got her dismembered, I think, like I said, he just kept her in his car. So, but I just do wonder though if Rob just stayed there when Dave would go out. But I wanted to bring up this. Hold on. We'll watch this one more time to point out some of the ones that are added. Have you guys seen the full one or the extra little parts in it? But I just wanted to point this out. It's not a big deal, but I did on The one that's going around at the beginning, like the one that went around for months. And then I think a couple months ago, somebody found like a couple extra seconds. It didn't have this part of the chat. Here, I'll show you. This right here. And I wish that we could see how, if they saw it or responded, because it says Celeste Han and David's recent IG leaked. Ah, hold on, this piece of. Okay, sorry. There's a piece of my nail I had to get off. It was driving me nuts. Sorry. He's talking about, I'm sure, the David ring with the David on the finger. Can you guys read that? And then I brought this up before, but you guys, if somebody hasn't noticed this, at the very end before it cuts off, people are complimenting his music and stuff, and you hear her say, "I got a song with him if anybody cares," or something like that. So it's like, if anybody has doubts that that's her in the song, because that one video that I did where I played the basically more raw voicemail that was taken from, you could tell like he took that for the song and cut it up and used parts or whatever. There's some people like, that's not her, it doesn't sound anything like her, blah blah blah. I mean, right here she's saying she has a song with him. It's that one, you know it is. I think it sounds exactly like her in this. Is Zev boy today? Oh, because it pricked up Zeke's. Okay, thanks for letting me know. Because I don't want people to be like, oh, she goes pronouns boy. Because I don't go. I am a she. Okay, so hold on. Thank you for letting me know. I don't know why it does that. Like the next time, I always have to edit the name because it'll always either put zavgirl for him or zavboy for me. Let me change it. Thanks for letting me know. He's here. He's right beside me, but the camera, I can't get the camera low enough because then the desk would be in the way to see him. If he goes down on his bed, I'll put him up. I do too. Levitate an elephant. I just can't believe, and it almost sounded like the people that were commenting on that video, that short that I did. It's like 2.5 minutes, I think. It almost sounds like people that just were new to the case, which is fine if you're just learning the case. But it does, because of some of the stuff they were saying. It was like stuff that we had all figured out as we were learning. Like we all, things that we thought at first until we started learning the case and learning the people. So yeah, people are like, it don't sound anything like her. It sounds like they thought, those comments thought it was Celeste Herrera. I was like, no, it doesn't sound like Celeste Herrera. Anyway, okay, so let me play this again. But yeah, so Celeste Han and David's recent IG leaked. Now remember, this comment is from the stream. So back in 2024, what was it? January, if I'm remembering, 11th, was it? When they did this stream. So back then is when this person commented that during the stream. They said Celeste Han and David's recent IG leaked, and then they have a skull with some laughing faces. Let's see what else. I'll play it one more time and then we'll read some of the chat.
Where's your media
I personally don't.
Yo, I media trained you.
No, you didn't.
That's controversial.
It's controversial of raping kids.
Really good.
Okay,
It's been a good one. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Mwah, 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 mwah. Oh my! Delete everything. Delete everything. Everything goes. Everything.
See, right here is the stuff that's not in the original.
I took it off because it didn't go with the silver.
Wait, hold on, let me rewind it. Yes, where's, hold on.
Take that one off. Everything. Take that one off.
I took it off because it didn't go with the silver.
I took it off because it doesn't go with the silver. Wonder if he's talking about the ring. Wait. Do you think he's asking her, like, where's the ring? Because it cuts into whatever he's asking. It's obviously a piece of jewelry. So it's either a bracelet or a ring because they're looking down at their hand. So it's either bracelet or a ring. Is it like, is he like kind of mad because, oh, where's your ring at? Oh, I took it off. And then that's why this person says Celeste hand and David's recent IG leaked. Like telling like, oh, you leaked the ring. Maybe. Yeah, Alexa. I just realized that now. For some reason earlier when I heard that, I was thinking bracelet, but now it's like, no, I bet you that's the ring. Wow. I know it was silver, but maybe when she's saying silver worth, hold on, let me play it again. Because it could still be the opposite, where she's saying, here, let me play it, and then I'll tell you what I'm talking about. Hold on.
I took it off because it didn't go with the silver.
I took it off because it didn't go with the silver. She could be talking about, though, that since the ring is silver, that whatever else she's wearing didn't go with the ring. You know what I'm saying? And she could have said it in a backwards way, meaning, you know what I'm saying? Like normally you would think she was talking about how do I word that? That whatever else didn't go with the silver, like she was wearing silver, but she could have said it in a backwards way that she was saying whatever else didn't go with the silver ring in a way. You know what I'm saying? Like it talked it. Oh, I can't talk now. It could still be the ring, is what I'm saying. And I know the ring was silver, but she could have said it kind of in a backwards way. That's all. But I don't know for sure.
Season it. It's already seasoned, bro. It's Alfredo.
So it looks dry as F.
Chat.
So I'm wondering if, because right now we can't even see the food, but it's probably, you know how like when people are in chat and they're watching from the beginning and they're commenting, so they could be seeing like when they were still cooking, and you know what I'm saying, on some of them, because they're like, it's dry as F and season it, and he's responding to it, but it could be from a little bit before that when they were cooking. Because supposedly, I think they said they made chicken Alfredo in this stream from the Discord comments, it sounds like.
Pray for his career, chat. Are we done? Are we?
We need to delete this.
Are we? Maz, can we delete all VODs? And then as soon as the stream ends, delete the stream too? Can we delete anything? You done for, bro?
She don't have a ring on.
Now you gonna Epstein? Yo, wait.
Oh, look it. Answer that one. That's so mean if you don't answer
Which
that.
one? It was good to have a big fan mix by me. Oh, thank you, Mitochondria. Appreciate you.
I got a song with him if you even.
I got a song with him if you even care, is what she was about to say. Or something, if you even. I'm sure it was care, because it's the only word that really would.
Where's your immediate?
I want to see. I don't think she has the ring on. Because it would be. Wait, which hand would it be on? I don't even know. Which hand? Oh, wait, let me think of the picture. It'd be. In the picture, it's her left, right? So, oh yeah, we know from the autopsy, it's her left. So, yeah, then we could see her left hand. She doesn't have it on. So, I bet you she's talking about the ring. And that's why that person comments that too. Because watch, you could see her hand. And he saw it. He's probably offended. Where's your ring? Why ain't got your ring? It cuts right in the middle of the convo, which I wish we could see her finger clear. See if she has the tattoo.
Season it. It's already seasoned, bro. It's Alfredo.
She don't have the ring on.
Chat.
See. I mean, you could see both of them.
Chat. Pray for his career, chat. Are we done? Are we?
We need to delete this.
Are we? Maz, can we delete all VODs? And then as soon as the stream ends.
All right, let's just see if there's any interesting chat. So we have David and Celeste, Island Trip, Asian dipped out. Sophia says Asian dipped out. No, somebody screen recording. Oh, somebody's asking. Somebody screen recording. Cloud comment says, and Tammy 313 Amy says yes. Somebody says again, no, but we can read lips. Yes, sound. We getting the clicks. We getting the clicks. We getting the click song. You promised me a Manchester you would put it in Discord. David Epstein file list.
Where's your immediate?
David, can you death dive in Norway in August, September? That's a thing. I actually went over that in a live with death diving in Norway. It's like they jump off of like.
I personally don't.
Yo,
I don't know.
I media trained you.
When you come to Switzerland.
That's controversial.
It's controversial of raping kids.
Really good.
Okay,
it's been a good one. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Mwah.
David and Celeste Island trip end stream.
Mwah,
Oh no.
mwah,
Canceled.
Mwah. Oh my. Delete it.
Oh, public statement from David's girl. That's interesting. Ice 50 says public statement from David's girl.
Everything. Delete.
End stream. Somebody says, nah, she's cooked. End. When is your next tour?
Delete everything. Everything goes. Everything goes. Everything.
You are done. Ayo.
Take that one off.
I took it off because it didn't go with the silver.
He did not. Yes, not what was pulling. David, you and MF Doom fan. Aren't you doing Laneway Festival in Faye? We got our boy back. Aren't you doing the Laneway Festival in Faye next month? David in love with. I've only ever heard one of her songs, unfortunately. Celeste hand. Oh, not even click that. That's. Why wasn't I even clicking the fact that this person knew Celeste's name? 2. Celeste's hand and David's recent IG leaked. Interesting. That's the most interesting one, I feel like. In the chat. Why are you looking at us like, bro? Why are you looking at us like that, bro? Made the whole box. Solid 4. Ship it to Australia. I'll eat it. Somebody says season it.
Season it? It's already seasoned, bro. It's Alfredo.
Are you, David, are you ever coming to Philly? Nuh-uh. It looks hella dry, bro. Stephen Hawkins dead, gang. This some good camera quality. He dead. It looks dry as F. Oh, God. 11 it is. Kylie and he probably swimming. Going to that island. Nah. Oh, he'll nah. They kind of cute for real.
Chat.
Sophia, he's watching from below. Pray for his career, chat. David, any plans to come back to something? Nah, he dead for real. David, are you ever coming to Philly? Okay.
Are we?
We need to delete this.
Are we? Maz, can we delete all VODs and then as soon as the stream ends, delete the stream too?
You dumb bro.
Can we delete anything? You done for, bro?
No, you are all not done.
Now you going on Epstein?
Now you're going on an Epstein list. Pay mods first. David, any plans to come back to what is it? Something GB. Nah, there's no escaping this, bro.
Yo.
WSG David, big fan, bro. You really inspired me to make the most out of music. Hope you're doing well, brother. That's that mitochondria that she asked to.
Oh, wait.
Oh, look it. Answer that one. That's so mean if you don't.
That's the one that Celeste is telling him to answer. Uh-oh, caught you 4K. Don't get canceled, dog.
Which one?
Caught.
What's good, David? Big fan. Inspire me. Oh, thank you, Mitch.
Can we make a song together? Nah, none of us have access to that Asian gone, bro.
Andrea?
I got a song with him.
That's probably why she says I got a song with him, because somebody says, can we make a song together? And then that's probably what kind of triggers her to say, I got a song with him if anybody cares. I don't know the Asian. Is it Neo that they're talking about? From all 8 angles in the account. So that's all. I just thought that was wanted to play that if nobody's or if anybody has not seen the extra couple seconds in it. Okay, so let's. There's a few posts that I was going to do on last live and I forgot, so I might as well do them here if y'all want me to, since I gotcha. Oh wait, this one. Okay, so this was posted on Reddit. Shoot, I don't have that post up. I saw it earlier and then I ended up downloading the video from it. Let me see if I still have it up. If not, it's not a big deal. But it's supposedly David and Celeste playing a game together. This person that posted it says this, well, I guess they think that I don't know if they know for sure, but it's their game, and you know how people are talking by the game. It sounds like David and Celeste, and there might be some other people in it, but they said it was from I think 2022 maybe. Let me find the original post, but I'll play the video and I'll look for that original post.
Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff, good stuff.
No, you didn't kill him.
Dead, dead, dead.
How am I not getting any of these?
Oh my god!
Oh my god! Oh my god!
14 eliminated.
I'm looking at it. It's like,
Yo, what the
no.
heck?
What the heck?
And I know some people might be like, it doesn't sound like it, or I think it does. Now this was a couple years prior, so she would have sounded a little bit younger. And it's you could tell the speaker, the mic is really bad. It's like one of those. It's just what is this? That sound you could hear where it kind of makes it sound like just not good quality speaker. You could hear it. I remember when I feel like mics. Yeah, I guess it's just a cheap mic. Like, you know, when you get like when you're younger and you get like a like kid microphone or something, you know what I'm saying? They all have that sound to it. That's what it reminds me of. But I guess supposedly they're saying this David playing with Celeste and that like her giggling and stuff, and you could kind of hear her say some things where you could hear kind of that little accent she has, whatever that would not real strong, but she has kind of like to me I could hear a little bit of a accent, just the way she talks, you know. I'll play it one more time.
Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff, good stuff.
No, you didn't kill him.
Dead, dead, dead.
How am I not getting any of these?
Oh my god!
Oh my god! Oh my god!
14 eliminated.
I'm looking at it. It's like,
Yo, what the
no.
heck?
What the heck?
So you hear David, right? You could hear David. I mean, he's laughing there. He's like well, I'm sure you know which one he is. You could hear his voice. It would be, hold on. I'm trying to find that post where they give the year. It was either 2022 or 2021 that this was from. So I mean, she would have sounded younger. So would he have possibly. Early footage. Yeah, here it is. January 2022. David gameplay segment was recorded in April 2022. Oh, it's saying in court prelim brief, it was stated that Celeste and David met in January 2022. This David gameplay segment was recorded in April 2022 during Fortnite spring season. The hiccupy laughing and sort of Hispanic accent is noticeable here. That's what this person wrote. And it says another person who used to play Fortnite with him also said this was her. They said she would play with them often. Former teammate claims long acquaintance via Fortnite. He has known this girl since she was either 11 or 12. He used to be a professional Fortnite player in the team that I was leading. Sorry, I'm just seeing if there's anything else that. Okay. So that was interesting. I never heard that yet. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, I do too. Yeah, yeah. They yeah, kind of enabled it, you know. It's like one thing, like it's like one of those things where it's like, what is that word? Negligence, or like they almost like should have inquired and been more proactive, but they kind of just let it go and enabled him, and you know what I'm saying? And they should have been more like responsible, I guess. So even if it comes out like I'm not sure what's going to come out that they didn't really, if like they would have known murder or like PDF file, then they would have put their foot down. But maybe they should have been a little bit more proactive and like inquired. But with Rob, though, the reason I have a little bit more with Rob is because we know for sure, I think we could say pretty good sure that he knew she was missing and a minor. He got that email. Okay. And then they sent her back. And for him to let her come back. Now, the only thing I could see his argument saying, well, she came back and David told me, or she told me, like, her parents said it was fine. She was allowed to hang out, and they gave her like maybe she had a written. No, I'm not saying this is true. I'm just trying to see like different scenarios, thinking of like what his possible defense could be. Could it be like he might say, "Oh, she had a note from her parents, and I thought, okay, she was allowed to hang out with him," and David just said, "Oh, they were just friends." It could be something like that. Now, should he have still, if he was there, like hands on, almost living with David, he would have saw that it was more than that, I'm sure. So that's what I'm saying. It's like he should have been more proactive. Either way, whatever story or whatever the truth is, with Rob being an adult and probably being like the adult figure that in his life at the time, because his parents weren't living with Dave. You know what I'm saying? Um, and knowing about Celeste, and he, you know, even if David lied to him, like, you're the adult and you're kind of enabling him. You're just kind of, it's like if you see them together and they are together, there's no way you can't see that it's more than a friendship. If he's gonna try like, oh no, David just said they were friends and her parents were totally okay. She even had a note to, you know what I'm saying? I could see something like that for him to get out of it. And maybe she really did have a note, but like, you know, maybe he should have been a little bit more, not enabled him and let him do whatever, you know. David was very immature himself. We saw that from the videos. Like, I can't even believe sometimes when you see that, like for that first live stream he did, or you see that Rob's there in the background as David's doing these streams and he's in video and the whole public seeing him, and how like stupid he's acting. Like, you would think like have some PR like gets involved here, because but I guess like his freaking audience were a bunch of immature kids, so I guess they like that. But it's just like talking about like digging in your butt and all this butt like, it's just he had this fascination with butts. Like, I don't it just make ugh. It wasn't like one of those innocent like, oh, farting is funny, you know, like when you're little, and it was like almost like stupid. I don't know, on a different level. Yeah. So I think he's the most responsible. You know, he was the adult in David's life. Yeah. So I have a little bit more judgment on him than anybody. Um, on mute. How did I get on mute? Okay, so let me start over. So you know these messages here, these ones that were between Celeste and her friend, right? Um, there's this one, that this extra one here that I hadn't seen in a while and I forgot about it. And when I was going through like my most recent ones, going through some of the files, I didn't have this one. And I had read it back in the day, I feel like, but see if you guys have seen this one. It's a part of the conversation. Okay, so, and it gives a date and everything, April 29th, 2024. I don't know if these other ones are first or not. Let me see, hold on. Yeah, let's just start with this one. Okay, so Celeste says, Anissa, or Anissa, however you say it, do not text. He came back. He's crying. Do not text me. And then it looks like she sends him a photo, or sends this Nisa a photo. This is supposedly Celeste. And then she says, I fixed it. I'm staying. Don't text. K-Tao, what does that mean? I should know this. How are you? What's up? Okay. So Celeste says, what's up, basically? What's up? What are you doing? I miss you. And so this person's like, what the heck happened? Like, you're saying, like, you know, don't text. He came back crying. Do not text me. So she's like, so WTF happened? And Celeste says, I fixed him. I don't know how. We both cried to get her. And he changed his mind. Wait, I don't know. I fixed him. I don't know how. We both cried to get her, and he changed his mind. I'm happy he did, though. So so Toto, Star, being and dyeing his hair again. It's like a mix of Spanish and English. Wait, so hold on. Since it's a mix, this is even making it kind of harder. Everything is going to be. Wait. Everything is going to be. I don't know. It's not. That's not. Something's missing. Everything's going to be okay, maybe. Oh, yeah. So everything's going to be okay. And dyeing hair again. So it's a mixture of Spanish and English. Okay. So she's basically saying everything's going to be okay and dyeing hair again. No clue, though, where we're crying. Why? I'm sure it's probably why we were crying, maybe. No clue, though, why we were crying. No, I think everything's going to be okay. This is supposed to, I'm pretty sure. I mean, if I were to guess that this was supposed to be Estar Bien, and she just missed the E, basically. That's all. So everything's going to be okay. I'm dyeing hair again. No clue why we were crying. And then there's two more here. Okay. And of course, this kind of cuts in, so we don't see the whole conversation. I wonder where these, like, the person that leaked these or that posted them, like, I wish they would give us all of them to see the whole thing. I'm just gonna, so this person says, I'm just gonna check up on you. And Celeste says, I don't want to talk to anyone. And this person said, that's it. So I don't know what this time frame this is. You know, how close this is to the April one that we just read, April 29th, because we can't see a date here. But anyway, I don't want to talk to anyone. And the person said, that's it. And Celeste says, okay, yes, of course. And this person says, but you have to swear you're going to stay safe. Are you still going to talk to David or go back with him? Because I don't want you to get into any more trouble with him. Celeste says, I'm safe. No, I'm not. And this person says, okay, I love you. I'll text you in about a week. Don't delete Insta. She says, love you too, and I won't. And then this person said, I made it, crying and this. And Oh, I have to go back and read that. I was wondering because that didn't make sense to me. You're right. Okay, Alexa, thank you. I'll go back to that in a minute. So Celeste says it can bleed and not bleed during sex because you probably did it when you were younger. And somebody says you don't have to bleed the first time. Right. Wait, she's saying that to her. Okay, can bleed and not bleed during sex because you probably did it when you were younger. Then the person says, you don't have to bleed the first time. And then Celeste says, I didn't because I wasn't horny. And she says, this person says, you said you bled? What? And Celeste says, I thought I did, but I just got my period. I only bled with David. And this person says, And then Celeste says, with Gus, I was just drunk and did it because he got mad at me the first time for not having sex with him. And there's a picture. Like, I wish they would have just not cut this off. Like, I don't know what this picture is, but and like I said, the reason why I put a lot of weight on these being accurate is because her brother had confirmed, like, because the person said, "Is this Celeste or whatever?" These are the messages that this person sent Celeste's brother to see if these were legit, and he said, "Yeah, they were," and that he knows Gus. Gus was her, that she was with Gus at one point. So yeah, and he's the one that had. So we all knew that Gus got shot, he died and stuff. That was his brother. And it was because this person sent him these texts to say, hey, is these legit? She said, yeah. Okay, so let me do that together one and see. Where is it at? Hold on. Where it said to get her. I want to see it now that we know what it is. Why am I not seeing it? I don't know. We both cried. Oh, wait, together. So this is, I fixed him. I don't know how we both cried to get her. Oh, or together. Sorry. So she's saying, I fixed him. I don't know how. We both cried together and he changed his mind. Yes, that makes sense. Okay. All right. Yeah. Oh, I got it, Hope. Oh, I didn't know you had my phone number. I must have programmed it because I have mod. How long have I been on mute? Dang it. How long have I been on mute? Somebody tell me so I don't have to go back through my. How long? Like, was it when I was going over anything? Okay, I checked. I saw. So I guess I didn't really go over anything else. I just was setting this next thing up. Sorry. Thanks for calling me, Hope. I would not, I don't know who knows how long it would be since I would know. I mean, I probably would at least been going a few more minutes before I realized. What I was saying is somebody from Reddit, they had sent me these screenshots a while back, and I never had talked about it yet. So, and I think it's kind of worth talking about. Okay. So, and he's talking about Cardi. I don't even know if I know a Cardi song, to be honest. Um, no, Mellow. It was only a. Hey, Linda. You're bad. Hey, Andrea. Okay, Kelly. Live Willie. No, Livewire. Livewire. Sorry. All right. Hey guys. Sorry, I didn't even get to. I didn't even say hi to some people. Litam. We got Callie girl in the house. Jim Hackleberry. Come on down. Hi, Andrea. Hi, Mello. Linda, thanks for coming. Okay. No sound still. Oh, Andrew, I think you're at the part. Am I good? Hold on. Wow, I looked at the live. Hold on, let me turn this off. Okay, I looked to see if was there an issue with my live because somebody said no sound. I just wanted to make sure. I went back to see. There was one for like a minute where it looked like my eyes were closed. My eyes were never closed. Cause you know how like sometimes I've gotten tired and I will admit it. I was just looking at an angle where it did look like I had my eyes shut and I was talking. I think I was looking down at my phone or something. Um, can you hear? Okay. Um, oh, we got some, yeah, of course. All right. Did it really sound like I was defending her? I was playing devil's advocate and I was giving both sides. And I even said, like, we already know the other side. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. The other side was what I was reading on the Reddit post. So, whatever. I'm sure I'm going to get people now that, yeah, I'm not even getting into it. Okay, so let's read this. July 21st, 2022. It's still glitching. Hey, probably covered in dog hair. Thanks, Livewire. That's awesome. I mean, thanks for saying that because that's what I was trying to be. Thank you, Hope. Am I really glitching? Let me see. Hold on. So I don't want to start reading this if it's a glitch. Mine's coming pretty good though. I'm just going to continue. Hopefully it'll be all right. So July 21st, 2022, David says, I will never do a song with that man. So just watch. I think this is important because you can watch how this changes, right? So he's talking about Cardi, okay? So he's saying, I will never do a song with that man. And this person says, why? And excuse me, David says, bro's a Satanist. I have nothing against him personally, but I don't like his lifestyle. And Jade says, I don't think he's a Satanist. He's never said his religion publicly. And David said, Satanism isn't a religion, it's a lifestyle, gang. And Riven Luna says, I'm surprised you know this. Okay. Just watch how he changes, though. So he's saying, this guy's a Satanist. I'm never going to do a song with him. Okay. And then Riven, I don't know. Riven, I think, says, wait, why do you make songs with me then? So I guess it's Riven Luna. I guess somebody he made a song with. So she's like, wait, why do you make songs with me then? With the laughing face. And David says, or is that a crying face? No, it's laughing. David says, do you do sacrifices and perform rituals? Question mark. And Riven says, no, that's like some 1980s shit. And David says, Cardi does that. So therefore I will not be working with him. And okay. And then David says, I don't think you understand how messed up the music industry is. This is David saying that. I don't think you understand how messed up the music industry is on that side of things. How messed up the music industry is on that side of things. MGK, Megan Fox, Cardi, Trippie Redd all practice witchcraft and are a part of the occult. First and last time I'll be speaking on this. There are many artists I stay away from for this reason. So this is July 21st, 2022. This is his mindset, at least what he's publicly saying. And then September 9th, Riven Luna posts this. So this would have been the day after they find Celeste's remains. She says, did I really make a song with the Bay Harbor Butcher? And she posts this post, and it's, LAPD is investigating the discovery of human remains inside a Tesla. An eyewitness news has learned the vehicle is registered to musician David. Read more at the link. And then she posts this N-word. David told me I was legal when I was finna turn 15. So she posts the messages between them. Increases moral, and then she corrects it, morale. And he says, I'm 14. And she says, I turned 15 this year, dummy. Oh, no, wait, this is the one I get confused on who's who. She said, all right. Then somebody says, you have to be 15. That says 16 now, right? Yeah, you have to be 16. He says, das legal. Nope. Okay, so she's the blues. Okay, so he says increases morale. She says, I'm 14. He says, I turned 15 this year, dummy. And she says, you have to be 16. And he says, das legal. And she says, nope. So I don't know. And I'm not sure what the date is. I think she's just thinking back now after this all comes out, and she posts this. Okay. Then September 17th, Riven says, I have a lot of random David songs or files he sent me that just feel really creepy now, bro. Really was always talking about killing people. This N-word was so guilty, you can feel it like eating him up. I feel like by this point, he's cooperating either for a deal, for less than sentence, or because he is so guilty. Either way, bro dropped the most diabolical lore ever. And then, so we know how he feels about Cardi. He's like, just woke up to 30 new Cardi songs. This is generational. That's his post. I saw Cardi last night at Rolling Loud. He's Michael Jackson. I don't give a F. I swear there was more, though. I might not have all of them, because I swear then there was one where he was talking about wanting to do music with him. Shoot. But yeah, so it's like when he started getting big, because that was 2022, do you think all of a sudden now his morals and everything kind of changed? I mean, but with somebody who could kill somebody like a murderer, I think deep down they always had some kind of something in them that they're capable of that. But as far as like what he was trying to live by, you know, like it changed that much. Like he starts off all, you know, oh, I'm not going to do any songs with him, or I'm not going to collab. He's satanic. I'm staying away from him. And then all of a sudden, then he's like worshiping him. You know what I'm saying? It's like, huh, you got some money, got some fame. He's freaking sold out basically, but sold out like morally, you know? Yeah, I remember that interview was really we should listen to that again, where he said, I don't know if we're talking about the same one, but I think he said it in a couple where he he said like he was thinking it was like, I know that line where he said about the manifesting, but also he implied like that some of the stuff that he was doing, he was like coming true, like it was making it happen, or it was happening or something. Remember? I think the one I'm thinking of is from what's his name? Oh, begins with a J, I think. Oh my gosh, I know his name and I can't think of it. He's got the purple. Well, maybe we'll watch some of it. I think I have it in my one folder that I want to possibly watch over or watch some stuff from it again. Hold on a second. Let me bring. So I played that. All right, let me do. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. There it is. Okay, so let's see. So I'm just looking through some of this stuff that I was. Oh, wait. Let me go over this before I forget. I wanted to do this last live. Okay. This. So I like how they have this one, they have it all together. Now it's in Spanish, I believe, but basically the only thing we have to really focus on. If you were a pizza, what kind would you be? His answer. Bananas, it has a chemical in it that eats flesh. No! That's crazy. I did go look at my short. I did. Well, I have that clip somewhere. I'm trying to think what file it is. I'll bring up the short. He says pineapple on one of the things because it eats your, hold on, eats your flesh. He said that again. He said something like that again. Or are you talking about the pineapple one? I think it was pineapple. I made a short about it. Hold on, let me play it. But maybe he said two different things, but the same about eating flesh. Hold on here, right here. Okay, so here. Oh, come on, hold on. Let me just play. Okay, so I'm going to play this clip from an interview that David did that I found kind of interesting. Tell me what you guys think. Here it is.
Let's make this more random. All right, cool. If you could describe yourself as a pizza topping, what would you be?
Oh, pineapple.
Why was that so quick?
Because listen, because I learned something the other day. I learned something. I was wondering like why every time I ate pineapple, my cheeks would burn. It's because pineapple has a chemical that eats away at your flesh while you eat it. So I describe myself as a pineapple because I eat away at your flesh.
Yeah.
You ain't know that.
I mean,
You ain't know that.
I didn't. I'm not gonna lie. That is a fun fact of the day. The fact that you resonate with that and you resonate with Aaron, everything's making sense.
And then come on. And that's why I can win Fortnite matches. That's why I can win Fortnite matches.
Oh snap! All right, cool.
Okay, not a normally. Okay, so I'm gonna play this clip from an interview. Oh, I was wondering, Nana's. I was so confused because, like, did he say two different things? I didn't know those were pineapple. Okay, yeah. I thought that was pretty interesting too. That's why I made a short on it. I'm like, that's like, in retrospect, knowing what had happened, it just makes you like, yeah, that fits. Okay. So these is he reposted these. So he posted them. Some of them aren't his original, but he reposted them, and I just think these are interesting. They have them all together. They're kind of disturbing. See what you guys think here. I'm sure you guys have seen some, but it's just interesting to see them all together. Oh, hold on. Oh, there we go. That's what I was trying to do. Okay, so 2024. 6/27/2024 is when it was original. Excuse me. Me if I see her talk with other dudes and this guy's chopping up chicken. Me watching her scream after I poured boiling water on her after she told a boy happy birthday because why you happy he made it another year. This was posted January 25th, 2024, and he reposted it. Maybe because even the slightest things make me jealous. Wow. This was posted July 1st, 2024. Me after hearing about her past with other boys. I'm jealous and utterly disgusted by her actions. June 25th, 2024 is with the original post, and he reposted it. Or I think this one shows that he reposted it that day, it looks like. January 30th, 2024. It says a bunch of stuff. Was I too controlling, or did I just want to be respected? Was I too controlling, or did I just ask for reassurance? So I'm not going to keep repeating it. So it's either was I too controlling, or these things I'm going to list out, or did I just care about you, or was I just concerned for your safety, or is it because I love too hard, or you were just out late drunk, or I didn't want to see you hurt, or did I not want to get cheated on again? Just because I care about you doesn't make me controlling. Wow. Can we have a mature relationship where we don't have to worry about each other flirting with someone else, social media BS, or friends trying to sneak in your position? Oh, sneak in your position. Okay. Can we grow together mentally, spiritually, religiously, emotionally, and physically? Let us show this generation that loyalty still exists. This was posted February 2nd, 2024. Yeah. Right, Rosender? I think so. I think it was. I don't. Ugh. Yeah, Master saying nail gun from Jim Huckleberry. Okay. And we have when she tells you to talk to your hoes, but she got more guy friends than you do. February 7th, 2024. When I say F him, block that N-word, and she hesitates because she don't want to be mean. February 6th, 2024. Her following went up by 1. December 2023. Why don't I get that one though? Her following? Maybe I'm not understanding what that picture of that boy is doing. Oh, that's the one. Okay. I just thought that was kind of, what's the word? Here, this is analyzing. Let's see what this has to say. Analyzing the case of David Burke's post, or of David Burke post first status hearing. Hearing that there was a change in courtrooms at the beginning of this hearing, this is what I think may be the reason for changing it today. Seating was different, and David looking comfortable being able to see the people attending the hearing. Looking freshly shaven, Blair Burke appeared to look confident regardless of the delay she requested. Beth Silverman wearing a sharp looking blue suit, looking even more confident. She looked very professional and ready. I believe there have been discussions about the size of the courtroom that David is being brought into. There are issues like his status in the community, a large public interest for such a small courtroom, not having enough space to accommodate the media as well as family and the public interested in attending the hearings. Massive amounts of evidence creating scheduling issues could also be a possibility of needing a larger space. The prosecution and the Los Angeles Police Department have gathered over 40 terabytes of information. The grand jury transcripts from 3 separate investigative panels, anything from what was recovered from David's phone, along with a hidden wiretap recordings from the long investigation, not to mention the issue with the CSAM materials that will have to be carefully guarded. From what I've been able to find out about David, David seems to be enjoying the attention. Rather, he appears to have no visible appearance of being nervous or worried. Beth has not brought forth the other possible pending charges or has yet to implicate other people that may have been involved, which I'm sure there will be more information that is yet to be released. See if there's anything. Okay. I don't know. This is the one I kind of I had from the other day. My experience with David, May 2023. See if it's interesting. I haven't even really looked at this. I just thought, ooh, this might be interesting. And so it looks, I think this is his mom. Let's just see. First things first, justice for Celeste. Let's hope they are making significant progress in the grand jury and David and everyone else involved is held accountable for their crimes. So remember, this is from 4 months ago, so before his arrest. I first discovered David in late 2022, probably shortly after Romantic Homicide was released. I was instantly hooked by his pure talent. It was weird because when I was younger, I liked the likes of Juice WRLD and XX and Tentacion. I forget how to say his name, sorry. But I had seemingly moved on from this emo music and had started listening to Travis Scott, Future, so on. So the fact another emo musician was quickly becoming my favorite artist again was bizarre to me. I then found out he used BandLab to record his songs. This made me relate to him even more as I recorded my own music on BandLab, and it was sort of inspiring to see someone blow up on the same platform as I was trying to blow up on. He announced a Europe tour and I was desperate to go, but was well aware that none of my friends really liked this kind of music. I introduced my mom to his music and she too fell in love with it. And she agreed to come to his London show with me. At the show, we had a great time. His raw voice was magical, had a good stage presence, and put on all around a good show. But it was what happened after the show that made him my undeniable favorite artist. He finished the show by saying, anyone who wants to meet me, I'll be near the exit for a meet and greet in about 5 to 10 minutes. He didn't need to do this. No one paid extra for this. And honestly, the whole, though relatively small, crowd must have been in that queue to see him. He must have stood there talking to people, signing things, taking pictures for at least an hour and a half. But to think that that was this kind thing, that was for him, like to grow to what is the word, like for advertisement, for it benefits him basically, you know what I'm saying? This wasn't like, oh, he's such a nice guy. Sometimes when celebrities don't need to do that and they're so kind to the fans. Yes, I love that. But he's at this moment right here, he's trying to grow. He's trying to grow his audience, grow his whatever, his brand. So that's not, I mean, that's doesn't make you a nice guy. I mean, I get it. Like you're happy that because some people won't even do it. It's not even worth it to them. They're just jerks and they don't care. But this would benefit him. And number two, it could be to get some new victims too, some new girls and boys actually. Um, Me and my mom met him and he was so down to earth. And my mom thanked him for staying behind to meet everyone and said he really didn't need to do it. He just seemed unbothered, as if it was the least he could do to repay to his fans. Me and my mom had already fallen in love with his music, but we fell in love with his personality that night. The years went by and me and my mom were still huge fans. We'd often wait until we saw each other. We see each other like once a week to listen to his new songs, projects together. We had even booked to see him again in October 2025, which never transpired for obvious reasons. And then all of a sudden the news comes out about the body being found in his Tesla. We both instantly thought it was a setup. No way this down-to-earth, humble kid would murder someone. We even felt bad for him for having to perform after there was a body found in his car. Then the body gets ID'd as Celeste. The links of them together and a whole bunch of other evidence comes out. And we both cannot believe it. We are disgusted by him, and neither of us listen to his music anymore. Good for you. But we keep updated on the case thanks to you guys on here. I know I'm obviously not the victim here, but to see someone who you almost looked up to turn out to be a genuine bottom of the barrel person is awful. I really do wish the worst for him, and I hope Celeste can get justice and hopefully soon. Sorry, the waffle guys. Love y'all. I'm glad that he's like, ugh. Because some of these people, because this would have been before he was arrested, because some of these fans before he was arrested kept saying like, he's framed, innocence. Remember, Sophia was like trying to get a GoFundMe going for him and stuff. So, who are you saying stop it to, Tanya? Stop it. Oh, you're behind. Yeah. Well. Okay, so let me do like how where is it? All right. I'm sure I lost some people today because they think I'm sticking up for somebody. I'm just trying to see both sides, and I'm not going to sit there and harass people. I don't know. I guess whatever you could, just because I have a different outlook on things. But oh well, I'm sure I will lose some people. All right, what do you want to play now? Let me do. I had a few videos I was gathering, but I didn't have time to go through them and for the music situation, unfortunately. Stupid copyright. At first, he wasn't as bad with the copywriting, and then it got worse. Like I feel like as the months went on after the news came out, I feel like it got worse with the copyright. Is there any other creators that have experienced that? Because at first, I mean, yeah, there were certain songs that were getting copywritten, but it wasn't as much as you thought. Like you were able to play some of them, and there was no issue. There were just a few certain ones I think that he already had copywritten, and then after a few months, then and now it's like I feel like it's almost like anything. I feel like it just got worse. So I feel like was he copywriting them after this? Was his company or maybe they're like his production or whoever? Maybe they're like, you know what, get as much money as we can out of him now or something. I don't know, but I feel like it got worse. Like more have been copywritten. 22. Thanks, Rob Top. Not mention anyone in history. There are so many people aware of the situation. Probably covered in dog hair. I like that name. Probably covered in dog hair. That's good. Um, I don't know. Everything else I don't have it ready for, like, as far as copyright and crap. You know what I wanted it to do is I wanted to go through more Discord stuff. But let's leave this one at this, because this one I definitely just wanted to do show the Asia stuff, and then I will do some more Discord stuff here in the future. But I'm gonna wait on it, I think. Yeah. Oh wait. Yeah. Hey. Wouldn't be that hard to believe, Rosender. Yeah. Resender. Or wait, Rosender? Rosender. How do you say your name? Rosender? I've been thinking Rosender, but now I was just thinking, is it Rosender? Rosender? Yes, well, I'm trying to think if I do, but I don't really. I don't have one where I have one to go through a couple different cases, but I don't have one like for my channel yet, if that makes sense. I should though. People have been telling me I should. I think the main reason I got it, when I did some of the Wade stuff I was doing there, and then to go through the David Discord and stuff. But I don't have one. They're more specific for, I think even the one I'm using there is like for when I was doing the Wade Wilson case. But I need to do one just like under zavgirl. Wait, maybe mine is. Now I'm debating. I'm forgetting if it is zavgirl. Hold on a second. I feel so like it's been forever since. Hold on. Yeah, because I can't explain it on here because. Hold on, let me see what name this is. Yeah. How do I say it here? Okay, so I would. Well, who cares? I could say because they're still not gonna know. So they David's Closet or whatever, they blocked me, the account that I was using for the Wade stuff and stuff, which I might be Zavgirl, but why do I think it was like Wade? It had to do with Wade, or that might have been the. I don't know the capability of Discord, so I'm trying to think how it's all set up. Like, is that like the channel, a separate channel? But anyway, they blocked me on the on the one that I had. So I set up another one. They blocked me. And I think what happened is they saw, it was when I was doing, really, if you guys go back few months ago, you'll see I was doing like just Discord pre-records. I did a couple lives where I was going over it, but then I decided to do them pre-records. So if you go back like 6 months, maybe it was like 5 months ago, I was doing a bunch of Discord pre-records, and I think they probably saw that and then they blocked me. So it probably is under zavgirl, the original one I have, because how else would they have known it was me? Did anybody else get blocked? And I could check, but I'm trying to remember my other main one that's mine that I started before this that was blocked, and I got to remember so I could log on. But I'll let you know next live because I got to figure out what my password and stuff on that one was, because now I'm logged under my other one that I just that's bad. I'm not usually one that has that because I don't really have an issue, or I don't know. I don't have, people have these alts or whatever. I don't even consider it an alt. I just made another one because I wanted to see more on the Discord. Anyway, what? Yeah. Watch this person on Reddit for Sophia. Tanya, I think you're behind. That's why I would respond to you, but I think you're like, which is fine. A lot of people will start it, so then you're not hearing me right now because it's behind. But if you come up to this, when you come to this part, if you watch it long enough, I know, yeah, Sophia, I'm very aware who Sophia is. So is you said watch this person on Reddit for Sophia. Oh, hope. I need to just get one going where we could. So wait, this is what I'm a little bit confused with Discord. Would it just be like way back somebody set up a zavgirl one, which I did barely use. It was for the channel. It was when I was going over Watts a lot, Chris Watts case. But should they be specific for a case? Or you set up different channels for each case? Or what would you guys recommend for Discord? Or should I just do like a zavgirl? We all go in and talk about whatever you want. That's why I haven't, like, people were like, set it up like a few months ago. They were telling me, and I was like, I got to get it all situated how to do it. Like, if I should do one for just like the David case then, or just, I don't know. I don't even know the capabilities of it. I mean, you could even do live streams on it or something. I would probably just use it to discuss or message, but I guess I would probably learn more as I go. Because right now, I'm just like when they first set it up, I barely even used it back then when I first had my channel. So it just lay dormant for a while until I wanted to release some of this Wade stuff that I used a little bit just this past year. Maybe last year was end of last year. And then this David stuff now with the David's Discord. And I spent a lot of time on it just going through his Discord. But, yeah, that's what I'll do, Livewire. I got to. I should. Because, I mean, a lot of people have asked, and you guys like that, huh? It's a popular thing I'm learning. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Aw. Yeah. If you put the name on it and Google popped it up. You talking about Sophia? Yeah, that's true. Since we're all adults and like, you know what I'm saying? We wouldn't use it like, well, I guess you predators. I mean, they could get. But I think Discord has a bad name, which it deserves for this reason, as far as like the PDF files going on there, because a lot of young kids use it, or it's an easy way to communicate with the younger kids for some reason. But so for that part, it's like, ugh. But for what we're gonna be using it for, it could be pretty helpful. And we're not kids. I don't think I really have anybody that's a minor that watches. I mean, yeah, you can't control who clicks on you on YouTube, but it's not, not really. Like if you look at my category, it's not. But with like David, he would have a lot of young kids, or just certain people you could see how it would attract like a younger kid. So for some Discord, I had played a video, somebody had recorded their TV, like it came on, like they're talking about Discord, it's like a news thing, and they sent it to me. And I played it one time a few months ago and talking about how Discord, like your chats, once you delete them, like they're gone or something like that, where you could have like stuff in Discord, but then they're not traceable. Like if you delete it, there's not like a trace of them or something like that. You guys remember that video we were watching? So I don't know if that's what attracts people, that if they're able to delete it, it's gone. I don't even know if that's true, because now I don't know if there's technology where now that the authorities or investigators are getting, the technology is getting better and better, that now like know that they can still see it. But there was this clip they were talking about something like that. It is heavily tracked like Snapchat. Okay. Really? Then what did it, maybe I misunderstood the video. Hold on a second. I thought they said if you delete it, then it's gone. Then why was it so dangerous? As far as why is it so different than any other platform when that news clip that Well, I guess I'm asking you like you know what I'm talking about. I'll have to find that and watch it again and see. There was something in it. I thought maybe I misunderstood what they were saying. I don't know why I thought that's what it said. Parents know about it and it can be sent secret. Oh, maybe that's it. Okay. Okay. Have to find that and see. I guess I was wrong. Somewhat. Now you have to verify your age. Okay. Do you wait? Can somebody under 18 use it though? If you have to verify your age, that's the thing, yeah. So now they're becoming aware. I think Discord is like this, and then there's just going to be another platform that pops up, another secret platform, and then they're going to become aware of it, and then they're going to okay, somebody's going to make another one. It's always going to be like you're chasing it. You know what I'm saying? Because some creep will see it as, or even like some guy that just wants to make money or something will create another thing that would be easy to do that. You know what I'm saying? It's just going to be this cycle because there's always going to be PDF files. And they're always going to they're not going to be able to control themselves, I feel like. And there's always going to be, they're going to try to find ways. So it's just going to be just this cycle. Yeah, I had done that for my Wade stuff because of the whole situation, how that was. I'm done with, the way I'm still gonna read the kiosk, but I'm talking about on Discord with the pictures when I was doing that. I don't do that anymore. Finish that, but I had the info because I did it like 18 plus, but I had purposely put 18 plus because the content was 18 plus on the Wade stuff. But I didn't know that now like I don't feel like a lot of people put 18 plus though. You know, like most people would probably just keep it because you have to like normally it's just nothing, but if you want it 18 plus, you put 18 plus. Does that make sense? And I feel like most people probably wouldn't hit the 18 plus. They'll just because it'll keep maybe well no, why would you want under 18? But I guess some people would. Like David, his crowd, you know, if you took away all the minors of his audience, I mean, how many people would be left? Probably nobody, because any of the older ones are probably only going because their kid listens to them. I mean, do you think there's any adults that, I mean, yeah, I think there's people that may use his songs for TikTok or something like that, but like to sit there and jam out in the car or go to a show, there would be no adults doing that, right? I can't even see like well, I guess maybe 18-year-olds, but I can't see like anybody past 25 like going to his show or but I bet you there's like I bet you it's like 90% is under 18. What do you guys think? Well, now, but I'm saying like before everything happened, I would say like 90% of people that you see out in his shows are going to be under 18. And then the other 10% are the PDF files because they know that, no, I don't know. I'm just, I don't even know if they would be going to his shows, but I don't know. I think there's a lot in his Discord. I think there's a lot in any of those kind of Discords that they know that there's a lot of young kids. And even David, if you go back through, you see David even aware of that and talking about that. What sucks now though is David's banned, so you can't see any of what he says in any of his messages, except like the archive. See, the only thing about the archive place, it's so large that it freezes a lot. But thankfully, I screenshot so many, so I still have a lot that we could read through sometime. Before he got banned. Yeah, Hope G, exactly. Oh, I meant to turn this on. Hold on, let me put this. Oh, I had that up. There we go. Oh wait, that's over Zeki's. Hold on. There we go. That's exactly. Yep. He'd go to those high schools and they're just like, oh my God, he's coming to my high school to get throwing out shirts and stuff. Yeah, he is. Hello. You know how that's like actually smart to do from a business standpoint, because those are the group that he's trying to gain for fans, right? So you have people that maybe have heard of him, but they're like, and then he shows up at your school. All of a sudden, now you're going to be a fan because that's so cool. You know what I'm saying? As your kid, if you're a kid, that's like so cool. You came to my school, and now you might be a fan, and you might not otherwise would have been. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody that maybe was a little bit, now they're like a huge fan because they got to meet him. It's a big deal, you know? So they knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing. And Rob was eating that crap up. Yeah, flyers. Then he gave the giveaway like free tickets. And then, like I said, he ended up giving that guy that said he had a BONER from him. I swear that was one of the guys on the phone that was with the other guy that was kind of obnoxious, trying, please give us some tickets, begging him at the car door to give him tickets or whatever. So he must have been friends with the guy that said the BONER. And so when he called, I'm pretty sure that was him. And they just gave them free tickets, those guys. And those guys probably really weren't even big fans. Now they're probably then they're probably the hugest fans. Now I don't think he has many. But he still has some. I'm sure there's some that just are thinking, oh, he was framed, or some are sick and they don't care that he killed somebody. I just wonder. I'm anxious to hear, not anxious, but I'm curious, George, to hear. For months from now, I'm sure we'll get TMZ if like he's getting like a lot of fan mail or commissary stuff, or like what's going on with that situation. I think he is. My toe hurts. I think he's definitely getting fan mail. I think he still has fans. Let me see if TMZ put out anything. Hold on a second. Let's see if they have. 1 second. Mm. Huh, they have the Asia thing. What I'm talking about. The psychopath. Her calling him a psychopath. Yeah. So I don't need to go over that. They have the same screenshot. And what she said. Huh. All right, guy. Oh, the Nancy Grace. I wanted to make a comment on that. That's what I was gonna do. I was gonna play some of that on, and so I'm not gonna play it. I just want to make one comment on it. That was a music video for a fight scene. I just don't understand why she's smarter than like Nancy Grace. She would be, at least her researchers would be smart enough to see that was taken from. First of all, it wasn't the time frame wasn't anywhere near the time of the murder. Number one, so it can't have anything to do with the murder, like it seems like they're implying. And this lip and stuff, that was makeup for the movie. If you guys watch the Nancy Grace videos, and the experts are going along with it, I am so confused, dude. Lately, I'm so confused what Nancy Grace is doing. I didn't know she was like that. She did this video yesterday. Hold on, let me just show you. It's making me mad. Like I almost don't want to play her stuff anymore. I'm losing respect for her. I didn't think she was like that, dude. In the last few things, it's like, what the heck, dude? And I think she knows better. The thing is like she's so desperate for the views and stuff that she's willing to do like say something that's not true. Like we all know that David allegedly murdered Celeste. Nobody's denying that, and that he's a monster, and I think he's sick, and I think he did it. But you don't need to like feed into the stuff that you know that that's not what that is. Here, I'll show you. I'm just so mad, dude. And thank God, at first there was nobody commenting about it. And then when I went in this morning, thank God there is now a lot of comments telling her it's makeup, it's a fight scene. Like you're taking a screenshot from a fight scene that he did for that Feel, I think it's the Feel It video. The guy punches him in the lip. He has a busted lip, and she's trying to imply that like Celeste bit his lip or something, and it's from Celeste. Are you kidding me? Like, and the experts are analyzing this. The experts are up there like, yeah, well, the biting the lip, all this stuff. It's like, are you? And I think they're all so afraid to go against her because she'll tell them off. It's like, are you serious? Like, the experts, what's that one guy's name that I used to have respect for? I'm losing respect for all these people because I thought they were professional. Like, what are you guys doing? Hold on. Where is it? I used to love Nancy Grace. I'm just having, I don't know, I'm starting to, I don't think I'm going to end up using her as a credible source anymore. And I'm only playing part right now to show you, to debunk this real quick. Okay. 1 second. Sorry, I was looking at chat to see something. Okay. We'll watch a few seconds. I don't want to watch too much of it because it's just, it's not, we don't even need to. Just to show you kind of what I'm talking about. Okay.
On video. Okay, there you go. Ow. And what is on his shoe? It looks like blood. Okay, right at the get-go. Straight out.
It's a music video. There's a fight scene. It's not Celeste. It's not some kind of somebody biting his lip or anything. It's almost like downgrading like everything else. It's not downgrading, but it's making a joke out of it. It's like there's two different things here. Yes, he did a horrific thing and he's sick and he's a monster but like he also made a music video where there's makeup and fake blood. So
to Joseph Scott Morgan, professor of forensics, Jacksonville State University. He is the author of Blood Beneath My Feet. He's the star of a hit podcast, Body Bags with Joe Scott Morgan. Bodies. The lips are extremely, how do you say when you talk about having a lot of blood vessels? What do you call that, Joe Scott?
Oh, it's very vascular. There's a large
very
concentration.
Vascular, yes, like your nose, your eyes.
Wait, I didn't even watch it all. I just saw like where she was going with it, so I didn't get to sit here and watch it. I just seen it, like the whole basically gist of it. So this is gonna make me mad actually hearing more of it. But just real quick. So Nancy, is she thinking that he's got real blood on his shoe? He just left his lip bloody and noticeable if there was some kind of abuse going on, right? And he was the culprit. So he just does this music video, right? And he doesn't, he's got blood dripping off his shoes, some blood dripping off his lip. And he just does this big music video. Like, I'm not going to clean it up. I'm just going to do this music video and it's real and I'm just not going to clean it up. What is going on? You gotta be kidding me. And these experts are going along with it?
Eyes, your
yeah, even your
lips,
scalp,
they seem to
yeah.
bleed a lot more than if you cut your arm. And it
Yeah.
won't go away. If you keep hitting it, it seems to make it worse. That is right after Celeste was murdered.
But this is a music video, Tanya. I get what you're saying. He's cleaning his shoe, and it's just yes, that video. We all have seen it, I'm sure. But this is like a big music video, though. It's not like him just recording himself being, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know. It's makeup. Wait, it's. I used to love Nancy. I'm just so confused.
And if the two are connected, how badly do you think he wanted that to heal up and go away?
Well, if he's demonstrating it, I can't imagine he wanted it to heal up. That's the odd piece to this, because that's fresh, Nancy. That's not something that has been there for a long, long time. And the problem is that in that image, it is an insult, okay, but we can't tell. What I'd be very interested to know is what's the nature of the injury itself. Is it shaped like a fingernail? You know how our fingernails are.
Ask his makeup artist, Joseph Scott Morgan. I mean, just ask his makeup artist how whatever they created. They'll be able to tell you exactly.
Curved. You know where I'm going with this, like almost someone trying to defend themselves, striking at a particular assailant here. Or is it a blunt force tap to the lip? Or is this just something that maybe he manufactured and put on his lips for the purposes of shock value?
Joe Scott, I want to talk to you about something you just said, fingernail marks.
Yeah.
I'm sure you have, because I have, and I'm sure you have, in a strangulation case. And I believe this, we exhibited it on the slides of Ellen Greenberg's neck.
Yes, we did.
Often
That case
see
makes me
fingernail
so
marks that look
mad.
like half moons. But with the lip, you can see that because the neck or other body parts, arms, legs, you can see a print better. With the lips, not as much. It's like biting into Jello. You can't really get a print as well on the lips. If she glared at him, and that is in fact a fingernail mark, a scratch, it's going to be a lot harder to have assessed that on the lip as opposed to on the neck, where you and I have seen them routinely in manual strangulation cases.
Right. So if you think about the skin as the top of a drum, okay, a drum has what's called a lot of surface tension. If you think about the skin over our neck, more surface tension here in the lips because they're very fatty, right? You don't have as much surface tension. So when you look at that, any kind of insult to the lip, it's harder to interpret this than it is to where the skin is more stretched out, okay, where there is surface tension. So that wound, and for our purposes, would have to be cleaned, and then you would have to observe it. But still, if this was generated as a result of a fingernail mark, you could actually take it, and what we'll do with an injury is press it close together, and you can make out the signature left behind. And again, I ask all of our friends out there watching, look down the long axis of your finger, okay? And if you look at the leading edge of your fingernail, you'll notice that it's curved. So these things look like half moon shapes almost.
Joe Scott, I just said that. Go ahead, steal my thunder. I don't care. You're absolutely right. And I want to follow up on something you said at the get-go. You had mentioned when we were talking about theatrics, like what does this mean, if anything, to D4VD, to Dr. Bethany Marshall. That is not Joe Scott Morgan or my bailiwick. That's on you. Dr. Bethany Marshall is joining us. She's a renowned psychoanalyst out of the Beverly Hills jurisdiction. But she does not limit her practice to Rodeo Drive.
Does anyone bother showing her? Hold on, let me mute this if the song comes on. Hold on, 1 second, guys, just don't leave. I just want to show you one more thing. Hold on, where did it just freaking go? Oh, it popped down on a different window. Wait, what the heck's playing? Oh my gosh, did you guys hear that? I hope not. Somehow Justin Bieber just got on. Hold on a second. Okay, here. You guys weren't able to hear that Justin Bieber song, right? I don't want to get copyright. I don't know how. I'm so lonely. I can't sing, but that just came on. Don't know where it popped out of. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, so does she bother? I don't want to play all this, but I'm just trying to pull up the music video where that comes from. Hold on one second. I don't know. I'm sure he has this copywritten, but does she bother to look at the whole thing and see it's like a big fight scene and stuff? I mean, she's getting punched in the face. I mean, that's where this is coming from. Like, come on, Nancy. It doesn't take that hard. That's where this is why there's fake blood on his face. This is the music video. Not rocket scientist. You have the video, a couple second clip right in front of your face. What? I can't watch the rest of this, Nancy. I can't. I don't know. It's making me upset. I'm done. Oh shoot. Why did that? I was watching that. Why did that cut off? I mean, he's fighting the whole time. Oh, lordy, lordy. And the crazy thing is hearing them analyze it like on a forensic level and you know, these experts like digging into it, analyzing it. It's a gosh darn fight scene. It's makeup. Like, and he's talking about like the lip and the injuries and stuff. I lost it. I can't look at them the same anymore. So but you're all sitting here saying his art imitates his life, agreeing with that. Think he doesn't show up conveniently with like. Wait, Starry, what are you saying? But I'm not even talking about the injuries or not. I'm just talking about this specific thing. I mean, we can get into other stuff. I'm just talking about this. Like the blood on his shoe and his lip. I mean, it was makeup. And the thing is, and another thing is, which I don't know, I didn't watch all of it, but is she relating it that she thinks that it has something to do with the murder? Because the time frame isn't even right. I'll have to watch it all. I'm not going to play it here. I can't. It's just making me mad. But I'll watch it after and see. Because if she even tries to relate that injury is from the murder, please tell me she doesn't do that. Because the time frame doesn't even match. It's a different year. Does she do that, guys? Oh Lord, if she does that, I gotta be done. Because it takes one little Google search to see when that video was done. Please tell me that's not what she does. All right, guys. I'm sorry. I hope I didn't make anybody mad. I love Nate. You guys know if you've been history, this is like I'm almost like I'm mourning Nancy because I used to love her, and it's like I'm slowly with this case. What was the one before that where I was like, what? I'm losing respect. And now this, it's like, what is going on? Anyway. Yeah. So March 28th, 2024. The video was up posted May 16th, 2024. So it wouldn't even line up with the murder. Maybe she doesn't do that though, but anyway. But if she does, that's why I'm going to watch it on my own the rest, cuz if she does that and I'm watching it with you, like I'm probably going to scream. So, and I don't have faith that that's not what she's going to do. But somebody's watched it. Who has watched this video? Just tell me. Give me a spoiler alert. Did she relate this to the murder? Does she say that it has something to do with the murder, that injury? No, she does not. Please tell me she does not. Do you realize that was a whole year before the murder? Oh my gosh. And this stuff doesn't even take sleuthing. It takes one little. I just Googled it to get the exact date. Oh, Lord. Oh, Nancy, why, Nancy? I used to love watching you. I can't do it anymore. Because that would be like ruin my credibility now. But I mean, I could do it for instances to debunk or, if there's something I want to talk about. But I used to just do it if she was covering a case I'm doing and see what she had to say about it and bring the experts on blindly, like watched it. But like now it'll only be if it's a specific thing that she's saying, huh? I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm ending it anyway. I mean, I was just doing my wind down, so I wasn't even gonna play it, but oh yeah, premeditated, lying in wait. Oh yeah, there could be a death sentence. I mean, now like they say they have it on hold in California, so chances are he wouldn't even see that. But just to have that on his record and just to have that, not knowing if they get a new who would be in charge of that, or I don't know, somebody gets elected in and they start that up again, you know what I'm saying, him just never knowing if it will, and it could go through with that. I'm saying if he gets convicted and then gets the death penalty, if they even, I don't know, they haven't said if they're gonna you do it yet, but like just not knowing for sure if it ever will kind of get reinstated again or reenacted, or I don't know the lingo they use, but it's kind of like on a hold right now. But you could still get it, but they haven't put somebody to death in so long because it's on like a hiatus or whatever they called it. I forget the word. um. Oh, I did a video on that, Jim Huckleberry. Did you see my video on that? Hold on. I'll end it. I'll give you the thing and watch, take a look at it. That I know what you're talking about. Well, maybe. I don't know if you're talking about the same thing, but here, let me show you. If you want to check it out, that cross that he has, is that what you're talking about? I did a video where hold on. I point out like when it appears, when it's there, when it's not there. Hold on. If you want to check it out, it's a pre-record, so it's only 12 minutes long here. I'll send it if you want to check it out. Check it out. Remember, guys, check out my pre-records because I have a lot of David pre-records, which will be under my video section, not my live section. But yeah, check it out here. Jim Huckleberry, check this video out. You don't think? Maybe not, but moratorium, is that the word they use? Thank you, Jet Black. Okay, then yeah. Check that out. Yep, I explain all that. Or if you want to check it out too, Master Death Hancock. But I have a feeling you watch my video because I feel like you watch my videos, right? It seems like you're always there, so which I appreciate. Thank you, Tanya. Tanya, are you current now? Can you hear me? I know you were a little behind for a minute, so thank you for coming. Thank you, Jim Huckleberry, 8481. Tanya, Master Death Hancock, always a pleasure. Renew Sensel. We got Jet Blackberry. Thank you, girlfriend. Starry Times, thank you. Probably covered in dog hair. I love your name. That's what I left with. She cut his lip and blood was from reopened lint. Wow. It's interesting to get a perspective of like, yeah, what how you perceived what you want. Huh, interesting. Thank you for sharing that. Hope G, thank you for being here. Hope G, were you the only mod here tonight? Thank you. Oh, I thought you were asking earlier story times. That's why I said yes. And I went, oh, you were just saying yes. Yep, she is. And I don't think she'll have a problem getting it. I really don't. I'm not worried. I think we got it. We got it. I feel like there's too much evidence. Row sender 5. And people have too much sympathy for, like, when they hear the story, a young girl, you know, the what do you call it, the grooming basically, or the lead up of continuously manipulating some poor young girl that with the power he had and the fame, and you know what I'm saying, and just how it all went down. And no, the jury is, I just, he's done, in my opinion. He is done. Mello, thank you for being here. Zeke says thank you too. Look at him. Look at my boy. He's so cute. I'll take this down. Zeke, are you ready for bed soon, Bubs? I'm ready for bed. I'm almost done. I'm almost done, little guy. He's got his harness on because we had just got back from a W before I went live. Waiting for Mama to come home, huh? We got to greet her, huh, Bubba? So my dad, so my dad had got Zeke. I had just moved home that probably months before. I think it was that August before we got Zeke, I think, in I think January or February. But I had moved from Colorado. If you guys have been around, you know my story. So I moved from Colorado like 9 years ago. 9 years ago. Moved back here with my parents because I was homeless, just recovering, just not in a good spot. So my dad is like, basically, you know, you got to get home. He bought me a plane ticket. I didn't want to, though. You know, like being an addict, it's like, whoa, you don't want to leave that lifestyle. You do, you're miserable, but with withdrawals and stuff, but I was homeless. It was just a horrible situation. And so my dad had like a business thing in Colorado because he used to travel for work, and I stayed with him when he was in town. And he saw, you know, I don't know where to live. So he's like, come back home. I'm like, no, you know, I will soon. I'm not ready. Whatever. He flies home, and then he calls like that weekend, and he says, I got you a plane ticket. You're coming home, you know? And I'm like, because I kept saying, yeah, I'll be home. I just got to get things situated. But I probably, who knows if I would have made it, you know, drugs, it's hard. And I was like, no, or he says, and I said, what, Dad? He's like, well, you can't, you have to come. The plane ticket's non-refundable, you know, like you have to come. It's Monday. And this was the weekend. So it was Monday. I had like 2 days to like leave my life. It was just crazy because I was in Colorado for 9 years. I'm like, I was just like sitting there, and Randy was there with me, and I'm just like thinking like, I can't, like what? But then I was like, I have to actually, you know, I have to. It was so scary, but I was like, this is my chance. My dad said, you know, it's non-refundable. So I did it. So I moved home. Best decision ever. And so a few months after home, my nephews they were really young at the time. I think they were like, wait, Case just turned 18. So what? They were probably 10, 9 and 10, or 8 and 10, or something around that age. And my dad wanted to get a dog, you know, and he knew they'd be over a lot, so they'd be excited. And, you know, I like dogs. So we went to Amish country in Ohio. We have like a little area, Amish country, where a lot of the Amish people live. And there was like not a big breeder, it was just their family dog, had puppies. I got to meet Zeke's mom. So we went there just to go visit all the puppies to see and pick one. And I remember it was freezing. And I remember we held all of them. We took turn and held all of them, Zeke being one of them. Zeke was actually the only boy left. So Zeke, and I think there was 3 of his sisters. The rest, they were already, I don't know how many more there were, but they already got rid of them. So we had, I think it was either 2 or 3 sisters and Zeke. And look at him, he's so cute. He's like a little baby. But they weren't quite ready to. And he smelled so good. I remember they all smelled so good for some reason, but they weren't quite ready. Well, no, I guess they were because some of them were gone. So, but why did it take a minute? Because we didn't get him right away. I don't know. Maybe that's all the litter was. Or maybe that they already had him sold or something. I don't know. But anyway, so we held him on and we left. And my dad, and we were like, okay, and so we didn't know what my dad was going to do. I ended up moving in with my other grandma, my dad's mom, not the one that lived here, because she needed somebody to live with. And it was like, okay, I didn't have at the time, no, I would have had a bedroom because Tommy moved out. I don't know. But anyway, so I ended up moving in with my grandma, my other grandma, like I said. So I moved in with her for a few months when my dad first got Zeke, because he went back and he said that he remembered that Zeke went up and licked his face when we were holding all of them. He's the only one that went up and licked my dad's face. So my dad didn't really tell anybody. He drove up there after work one day and picked him up because it was like an hour or so away. And picked him up and brought him home. And I was at my grandma's at the time when he brought him home that night. And he kind of to my grandma and my mom, he's like, look what I got. So then my mom told me they got a dog. So I came and I come visit him. But I only ended up staying at my grandma's a few months. Then summer came and it was so hot. So I moved back in here because my grandma was like 90 years old, not really wanting to use air. And it was just, I don't know. I'm glad I moved back here. So I moved back here. So for the first couple months he was here, I wasn't even living here. But then I moved back here and so he basically is my mom and dad's dog. They got him. So this is such a long story to tell you why I call my mom his mom. Oh my Lord. That was the whole point of this is he's my mom's his mama, I call, and I'm his sister. We just go by that. To him, it's just a word. He don't know. He's closest to me, obviously. I mean, not obviously, but my mom's more the alpha, I feel like. She's the more stern one. I'm the one that's like, spoil the crap out of him. I mean, she does too, but she's like he listens to her better, I would say. But so yeah. So we just call my mom his mom and I'm his sister. So we're silly. And my grandma, I always say grandma. He knew her by grandma. So I'm always like, sissy, like your sissy. I know. See, to him, it's words. So sister, mom, he don't know what those mean, but he knows what it means, like the feeling. So that you're right. Like in that sense, I feel like I'm more his mom in that sense because I'm the one that's always with them, feed them, take care more. And not that my mom doesn't. My mom's away a lot, and he's like by my side. He's more attached to me. So in the sense of what it means to him, I would be more his mom. But for words, you know what I'm saying? Sister, mommy doesn't attach. You know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't know that what sister means to us, or does that make sense? He just knows. So yeah, I would probably be more his mom, but we just call him I'm his sister. I'm his sissy. I'm his sissy or your sister. My mom will be like, go see sissy, and he'll listen to. He listens to her so good. Hi, Bubs. I love you. He's 9. He's 9. So he moved in the same year I moved here. That I moved from Colorado. He moved. Look at him. Do you see him? Hi, Bubs. And that's why I guess she makes a decision. When she cuts his hair, I'm like, I want it to be longer because she's really his mama. Yeah. I know. I wish too. Aww. Yes, we did. Money, money, money. Money, money, money. uh, yes, yeah. Oh, you guys are sweet. All right, guys, I am gonna go. Thank you, thank you. And we will see you next time. If you have any interesting David stuff that you find out or see that you think I'd be interested in, send me email. My email's in the descriptions. Is my email? Hold on, let's do. I haven't done the. Hold on, Bubba. We're gonna go CP. We'll go to CP. I might go downstairs and get some water first. There's my email. Yeah. I haven't been getting many emails lately, so I haven't checked it much because usually I check and it's just all like spam stuff. So email me if you see anything interesting or a case or anything. Or like I said, something interesting that has to do with this case, because there's so much out there. There's so much, because of how he was all over social media and then other people posting it. So there's so much out there. So there probably is still stuff that I now knowing everything to go back over that I might not have re-looked at. That's why I'm going through my old files and all the videos again just to see if but I think next time maybe I'll read some Discord, because I have a bunch of files with some Discord and stuff. But like I said, I have done some pre-records. Look at my playlist. I have a playlist, Celeste and David playlist. Go check it out and scroll down to see some of my Discord ones. I feel like, because I feel like those would be, you guys might be interested in them. I have redone some of them, but thank you. 11. What does that say? 11 p.m. I met Tracy, Anacorn. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Master Death. I had more audio that could not hear him than talking in the bathroom. I'm more that audio that could not hear them talking in the bathroom. I have the whole stream. Did you see the video? Did you see the live stream where I played it all? It's like 2 hours, the whole thing, where then they go in the car and is that what you're talking about? Where they ride that we actually see them go to that party too, and then a little bit at the party. I have that whole stream. If you want to check it out, that's what I'm saying. All right. And team. She seems to have been so active in team and in the case. Who? What are you talking about? Hey, Dr. Vana. Hey, you had mentioned about coming up and doing a panel. I don't know how to get a hold of you. Okay, yeah. You should come up sometime. Maybe I'll get Amanda too. We'll have a little panel if you want. You had mentioned it before. I didn't know how to get a hold of you. Okay, bye guys. Oh, Jay Vasquez. Hey, thank you for always keeping us updated, sending you love from the Bronx. The Bronx. Wait, Juliet. Where was Juliet from? Was that the Bronx? Do you guys remember Juliet? Hold on. It was New York. It was. What's the other one in New York that begins with the. No, I think it was Bronx. Why am I thinking there's another one in New York that begins with a B and I can't think? But my point is I went there a couple times to visit her, the Bronx, and I've been to New York City, a few times too. I love it. But then I went specifically to the Bronx. I think it was the Bronx, yeah. All right, Zeke's pace and he's ready. Okay, baby. All right, bye guys. Yeah, okay, Master Deathcock. On what people, Starry? What people? Wait, hold on. See, I don't know who you're talking about. Tell me. Hold on. I was trying to scroll up and see, and then I got sidetracked. I get kind of sidetracked. Okay, whoever was around her death in that time. I think who was in the mansion around the time most incriminating. Yeah, if we knew though, do you know? And who are you talking about right here? Seems to be active. She seems to have been so active in team. I don't know who you're talking about. Let me know. He's yelling at me. That's how he yells at me. Real soft. Do you guys hear him? I'm coming, Bubba. He's looking at me. If I don't have the perception. Hi, K Bubba. I'm coming. Jet. Yes, Jet's awesome. Brooklyn, that's the other one. I knew there was another one. Shoot, wait, was Julia from Bronx or Brooklyn? I think Bronx. I think she was from Bronx. I'm pretty sure. Zeke, I'm waiting because I wanted you guys to see how cute he is, how he won't stop. Okay, Bubba, let's go. You don't get all comfortable again. He's got his little harness on. I wish you could see my perception because he's looking right at me and he looks so cute. His like front on looks cute. Brooklyn, Bronx. You're from Brooklyn? Tanya, wait, you say Brooklyn. I'd love to chat offline, so if you email me after the... I don't know your email, though. All right. Yeah. All right. I can't keep... All right. Bye.